All right, we are back. Would somebody like to explain to Kuzco what the heck is going on?
So we made our
Putting
way
your dick in
to
demon pie gets you herpes.
Okay,
or
well,
that.
there's a demonetizing statement
There's a
right off the
demonetizing
bat.
comment. So we made our way to the Tower of Brands for the portal that was opening, because people following Grozny and members of the Cult of the Dragon from Faerun are coming through. Um, we sent our Boz to scout out. We found that they're in three main camps, which were Camp Earth, which was the what are they called? The Tao, Earth Genies, um, Campfire with the Freet Fire Genies, and then Camp Dragon with the Cult of the Dragon people. Um, and that there is a white dragon is making a lair in the tower,
That is what Arbaz reported to you, yes.
right? Um, and so then we came up to the watchtower leading into the three camps, leading into the area, um, and have Agent Onyx, Arbaz, and Elijah in stealth and hiding, while the rest of us were talking with Sergeant Girangald. Who then, as we were saying that we were wanting to parlay, attempted to try to take us like quote unquote prisoner by having us surrender our weapons. Um, I said, nope, you're not the person I need to talk to now. Go get your commanding officer, which brings in Archon the Cruel and his retinue of six magic Mike dragon strippers.
Okay.
Another demonetizing comment.
I don't know if that's true, but all right, interesting. Either way.
I think the current rule is it can't be within like the first minute, so you might be good.
I don't
Sure.
think Glove's open for monetization, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could. I have 0 views on like 90%
Who
of
watches
these videos.
this?
I will tell
Oh.
when like something happened. It's like, oh, 2 people watched this, and it was the 2 people who weren't there that week, and they probably didn't watch the whole thing. So yeah.
Well, it's there for if people want to go back and review anything. I know I've done that a couple of times. I'm like, okay, what exactly happened?
Yep.
I don't remember. So I find it useful at least. Um, all right. Would anybody else? Does anybody else have anything they want to share about what happened to them in the last session, or are we good to get the action started again?
I mean, what happened to me is a secret, so I think
Okay.
it's funnier if Kuzco only experiences
Agree.
it in
I
live.
agree.
Okay.
You will have noticed walking off the ship, Elijah was one in a very bad mood, and two covered head to toe, like full mask, gloves. You can't see any of his skin anymore. So he's changed his outfit, and he is in a very bad mood.
All right. It's
oh,
interesting that you would presume that he would notice anything considering your stealth rolls, but I get the idea.
That's also true. They've been very good. As they're like starting to come up, Elijah's going to pull out his forger's pouch, and he is going to quickly forge a little letter that basically serves as a declaration of war from the Empress to this group, and he's going to have that just in case things start going sideways, or in case he hears a time that it's really applicable to supply that.
Okay. So you've got
So he's forging a letter that the Empress is declaring war on them.
on
Yep.
the cult of the dragon specifically.
Wouldn't it be more that it's a letter telling her commanders to wage war on them? I don't think they would typically. Here is your mail, sir. We are politely declaring war on you.
No, it's
You
just a formal declaration of war.
Okay.
Of
All right.
you're on my territory. I'm going to murder you all. I'm letting her hubris shine through and hoping that plays off.
are forgery
Fair
tools
enough.
a thing? Yeah, forgery kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
I have
do
it.
they know the difference between us and the Empress? They're just gonna assume that's us, right?
Jacques been pretty clear about it.
No, yeah.
Oh well,
I've,
slightly.
I've, it can be cleared up. I haven't. We didn't. We went with honesty as the best policy. That we're not.
Now, if we're different people and we're
Up for it.
delivering a declaration of war, why would that be happening?
It
Just to
wouldn't.
poke the holes in this that they're gonna pull.
One, I think what Nash is getting at is that he would be the one delivering it. At the moment, it would be seen that he is like a messenger of the
Oh,
Empire.
Nash is
With-
going to pretend to be.
I would be
an
arriving
empress,
separately.
Cody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
they are unaware of his existence. As
Nash
course
is
they are.
Nash is going to show up as the third party. Gotcha.
yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Are you proficient with forger's tools?
Yep.
Oh shit! It's
The
written
worst you can get
crap.
is a 13, right?
That's the last thing I used
No.
my I'm the talking to the dead ability on.
Oh, okay. So you can just become proficient.
In whatever I want.
Okay.
Does that work now? Is that how that is?
And it's an ability that I haven't used since the last time I used a forger's tool, which was like 37 episodes ago.
Yeah. Okay. So you have this fake declaration of war, and you are stealthed. I think you got like a 28, if I remember right. Yeah, it looks
Somewhere
like
in there sounds
you
about
got
right.
a 28 up there. So you're good and stealthed. You're hiding. You're listening in as Archon the Cruel arrives. The garrisoning soldiers line up at attention next to the two parties, and he is backed by his own guard, and he looks over
Ooh,
your
ominous.
party. Yeah, we gotta have ominous music for.
With what Goat has told me, would I know who this person is?
I don't think Goat would know who that person
I don't
is.
think Goat would know
I'm
who
like,
this person
would
is.
basically would Goat know who this is?
No.
I don't think so, because
Okay.
remember, he's mostly active in Exandria and then Avernus. So,
Fair.
um,
Well, yeah, no, fair.
I guess, yeah, probably Persistence wouldn't even know who he was, even from the Avernus, because while he's
No.
associated with Avernus, he has never been there.
Yeah, it's not. That's
My bureaucracy chain goes to Asmodeus, not to Tiamat.
That's right. Um, so he's going to look over your entire party with an appraising eye. You can see he's got a giant axe in one hand, and the other is a skeletal, almost like too small for him, like it's somebody else's hand. And he looks at you with eyes that you can tell, kind of adventurer to adventurer, is very experienced, and he knows what he's looking for. And as that he seems to make his assessment of you, he says, "For what purpose do you come before Archon the Cruel, High Lord of the Scaled Tyrant?"
He's got a musical stick.
Well met. My
Well
name
met.
is Jacques Cartier of the New Dawn, Blade of the Silver Flame. We come simply in terms of a parlay for your intent here in these lands. We are currently at war and are gauging between friend and foes.
I care not for your local struggles. I have been tasked by my goddess to retrieve an artifact that was stolen from an ally of ours.
And if I may ask, what artifact may that be?
I think you know very well Jacques Cartier of the New Dawn. You were the last one seen with it.
Oh no,
The
they
Book
got
of
the
Vile
cameras.
Darkness.
They got the footage. Sorry.
Yeah, but they have it on CCTV.
They saw your face grinning in the Walmart or whatever, the little food mart.
Okay, gang, brainstorm. How the hell we reply to that?
Put your balls on the table, dude. Big dick 'em. Yeah, I
I'll
took the
point
book
this
and
at-
I gave
I'll
it to
point this at
fucking
you, Aaron.
Satan.
Ken, you were the one for honesty. Honesty's best policy. This outs this out hell in Savona. We gave the book to them.
Are you telling him that?
No,
Okay.
this
Because
is
we
out of
also
character
didn't.
right
We
now.
also
This is
we
out of-
didn't give it to Savona. That's not what
No,
actually
you did
happened.
not.
We gave it to the
That
imp.
that
We
book
gave it
is
to the
laying in
imp, but the imp
Asmodai.
wasn't working for Savona. The imp was working directly for Hell.
Yeah, that imp is Amadeus's like bedroom, whatever his name
Zariel's at
is.
that point, but yeah.
I'm talking about the big man and the ninth lever.
In the
Whatever the
current
fuck.
Layer.
timeline of this story, Asmodeus is gone and Zariel
Oh,
is the
that's
new.
right.
Yeah.
Well, it's in his bedroom anyways.
But yeah, Jacques, you
Well,
would know
if
that
you're-
we gave it to the forces of Zariel, and it is no longer on this plane of existence. That's what you would know.
Okay.
Maybe it's on the
Well,
second
if
level
it
of hell.
is-
Then. Who knows?
If it is that you are looking for that book, it is not here.
And where would it be then?
If I had to have the best assumption, I would say probably in the first layer of hell.
What would it be doing there?
That's a wonderful question. I don't know. The one that we gave it to took it. And my guess would
So-
be there. What they're doing with macrame, origami.
If it is back in Avernus, I'm going to be very cross with Grozny. He kind of considers
Out of character,
what you're
out of
saying
character
for a
with the
moment.
Westgate lore. Grozny Jr.'s dead.
Grozny Jr.
He's
is
the
dead.
Grozny. He's the Grozny that they talk about. Or they talk about Grozny Sr.
Grozny Sr. is the big bad evil guy. Grozny Jr. is dead.
My
Okay.
knowledge, there's 3 dead Grozny brothers.
How many
So,
fucking Groznys?
Well,
like
I think
we,
it's
we
two.
killed it. We or wait, was that like Ivanka and
I
oh
think
yeah,
it's
like
I think it's
Ivanka
2 dead
and
daughters and
Marina
1
or whatever.
dead son, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's
We
it's
killed
Grozny
the
and
daughter
Grozny
and the
Jr.
wife, and we killed the son.
I think the one we used the wife's name, but it was actually 2 daughters. I don't think
Either
the
way.
I think the joke was that what's the difference at the time.
If I may ask, which Grozny would be cross? A lot of them have been mixed up, and some are currently dead.
That would be Grozny Sr. Has something happened to Grozny Jr.?
Oh, see, the wonders of information, since you are not from this place, it seems. It's been a while. He's currently, I believe he was slain.
You believe or you know?
We read it
Well,
in
I
the
haven't.
paper.
I haven't seen the
Is
body.
Minx
I've
not
seen it
here?
in the newsletter.
Minx, do some propaganda.
I see.
What's going on?
Grozny will be displeased with that.
If it
There are
makes him
many
feel
things
better,
for
his
that.
daughters are also dead.
Out of curiosity, are there any other similarly sized dragon figures that you worship where you come from?
What do you mean? Tiamat is the one we worship. All dragons serve her.
Well, you say that, but I've been hearing a lot of people throwing the name Grozny around a lot here. I thought he'd become bigger than her.
No. He is one of her ardent supporters.
Is that what
We-
he tells her?
Is that what they want you to believe?
We have not been given a reason to disbelieve him. He has been a loyal ally in our cause.
Has he admitted to? Well, I suppose he probably never would admit to what he had locked away in his personal vault, would he? Never mind.
It is only right that he hoards treasure. It is his right as a dragon.
Da. Yeah, it is, of course, one thing to hoard treasure, but
Mm-hmm.
another
huge
entirely
thing.
to research anti-dragon toxins, as it were. Almost as if he had no concern for other dragons except how to acquire their hordes.
Hmm. It is the will of Tiamat that the strong should conquer the weak. If he has come up with a means by which to dominate others, that is his right.
And what would come when Grozny then pictures Tiamat as weak?
He wouldn't dare.
You don't know Grozny.
Beyond that, who has exactly sent you for this? It sounds like, you're doing work on behalf of someone who has lost a great deal of their support and might be whispering into certain ears to get him back what he lost simply for his own gain,
The book is for
without
me.
without expending his own resources. Has he welcomed you here with his own agents, his own people? He supposedly has a great many of them. Has he spared a single one for your mission?
Hmm. He has not. He has his own work to perform.
He has his
Oh,
own work.
how convenient! He's going to have Tiamat's forces do the work for him.
I wouldn't expect.
Especially considering his current troubles with the various monarchs of this realm who are as greedy as he is and even less keen on sharing, considering they have their own gods who he is supporting because they are more present in this realm.
I'm sure Tiamat has a presence in this realm. She has a presence in every realm.
Uh,
Dragons on all planes owe their existence to her.
Let me
This
say
is basic
this.
theology.
As a person very much raised in the shadow of Grozny, there was never once a word of anyone else. This is why I thought Grozny was of a similar size to your Tiamat. We never had any temples. We never knew her name. Uh, This is basically the first I'm learning of it, and I would assume there are millions of other Dragonborn who would be shocked to find out that he perhaps owes his own power to another.
Hmm. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Can I help him by digging through the various like hive mind memories I have and just corroborating like, yeah, most here's where most dragons fall on this realm in terms of worship and stuff like that. Because I don't know what lore you guys built for Tiamat versus Grozny here, but I can like cite sources.
We are in uncharted territory, I believe.
Okay.
It had come up with one thing we were doing before of Grozny very much had suppressed any and all knowledge of any dragons of like not even Tiamat. He had suppressed all knowledge of any other dragons on this planet who might be close to him in power. As far as his teachings within his former territory, it was him. Grozny was the dragon. I mean, he might not have used the word God, but if he wasn't, he was using a very similar language.
And
There was
I
a
and I am allergic to official 5e lore, so I never added any of it.
So Grozny
Yeah.
was, by his word, the only dragon on the planet. That's interesting.
No, the only dragon as powerful,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
he admitted that there were other lesser beings,
He
but he
was
used them as
number
like,
one.
yeah,
Every dragon was beneath Grozny.
yes.
Okay. I think I did. I don't know if you guys would have been in these sessions or remember it, but I did kind of have a subplot going where he was attempting to become a god.
Yes. I mean, and
Yeah,
that was
okay.
part of it. Of like, he literally was trying to. It was on forefront of his mind before things went wrong for him, and that was just what he kept. He's like, well, might as well keep trying.
Yep. So, it would be very in character for him to
He was
like,
number one.
yeah.
Well, there's a 25.
Okay.
So
That is a 25. That's wow. That's some
And that's
persuasive arguing.
and that's only me rolling a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um, What would he do in this situation? Because I think a 25 means he basically believes you that something that Grozny did that.
I mean, it does also go into that well, he doesn't know anything about Grozny being new to
Mhm.
this.
I mean, he could probably. I'm assuming if he is here for the book, he can sense that it's not on Jacques' person.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not in Jock's
What do you mean that
possession
it's
though.
not in Jajatua?
Yeah, it might still be back in Bateau. Like who knows what you guys are using it for? You're in a rebellion. You're in a desperate situation, even with your recent successes.
Fair
Uh,
enough.
I do
a
love
powerful
that we are
artifact.
enough basically multiversal backwater hicks that we just got one of the most powerful artifacts in the multiverse
And
and just
gave
like,
that
yeah, sure,
shit
we'll
away.
trade it for 2 units.
What's this gonna do
Gave
for
that
us?
shit away. Said, nope.
If this Tiamat is as powerful as you say, I would assume she has scryers who can tell if something is within the particular plane. You might want to be checking one of them for this thing to see if we are telling the truth.
We have used scryers, but the book is under magical protection from scrying.
That's
As I would
very
expect
useful.
anyone with basic competence in artifact security to do.
We do not have basic competence in artifact
Out of
security.
character, nah. Artifact security, that's a Kasani school
But
thing.
that is not
Is
within
that our
our
angle?
purview.
Tell that we're incompetent because we are.
We're bad at the game.
You
We are
must be
duped.
somewhat
We're
competent if you
fools.
slew Prince Niran.
We are good at carrying out assignments and missions, especially of infiltration, assassination, and subversion. We are not good at holding on to powerful artifacts or trading them for things of significant value.
So
That's a true statement. No significant value was gained in comparison to the value of the book.
We probably could have won the battle without him. Who knows?
Where did you get the book? Well, it was about to be due. We had to turn it into the local library.
I heard a lot of evil in the name and just went, nope, I'm not reading that.
Our main concern was getting it off the plane, in all honesty.
I'm sorry, our book club said it was too much of a trauma read and it was a DNR, DNF.
There was unexpected thunder fucking in the 20th chapter, and we just couldn't handle that.
Goes by many names.
oh boy,
Wayward.
don't remind me.
Thunder fucking. I missed out.
You did.
We definitely read it.
Yep.
Dragon turned out pretty good. I'm gonna have to delete this.
So, to make sure we are all on the same page here, your only interest is in the Book of Vile Darkness, correct?
You have the long and the short of it, yes.
We do not have it anymore. We gave it away, and it is no longer on this plane.
But you know who has it.
Yes, hell.
You're gonna need to be more specific. I need something more specific than that.
If it has been traded hands since then, we wouldn't know.
So this is a third
I don't
question. Was there any stipulation in the contract that we signed and such that said we couldn't tell who we gave it to?
Do we know the name of that damn imp? Does anyone remember?
If there was anything like that, Persistence would have known, and then by dint.
Persistence was dead. Really
by
need
the
to
time we
emphasize
did the
this. He
contract?
was dead. This was
Yeah,
because
he
he
was dead.
died.
Someone would have read it.
No, Isabella would have skimmed it, but has like a very good memory. So
No, I know. I mean, Elijah would have read it in full.
Well,
so yeah, like I don't see any. The party doesn't have any reason not to tell him unless it was like a contractual obligation, and then it's up to everybody else.
I'm trying to think if Hell would have put that provision in the contract.
I don't know if they would have expected this sort of thing to.
I mean,
but it is Hell.
That feels like something Hell would put in the contract. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
That feels like basic security.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that yeah, it was in the contract.
And I
So
would
if
just
you
say
want to,
it was
Not
Standard
name drop.
non-disclosure.
standard non-disclosure, yeah.
it was part
So
of
if you want
That
to
or
take
that or
that
that
just like
that imp is like disposable, you know.
yeah. We are only allowed to say that we gave it to an imp.
hmm.
If you wish,
Well then,
I have a proposal. If you sign a contract saying that you will not harm, inconvenience, or otherwise undermine our current war efforts, then you may send an agent to search for the book in our territory. We do not want to deal with having to crush this small excursionary force you have brought against us.
Especially when it sounds like you've been lied to by the person who sent you here. On behalf of, not that, I don't think Tiamat Grozny is who I'm speaking of.
I will deal with him later. You're the problem in front of me, as I see it.
That. So if you simply promise not to hamper our war efforts, as the young lady said, and have a contract to this effect, we would have no problem showing you what you want to see.
You are of no concern to us, just as we are of no concern to you.
Hmm. I'm trying to think if he would
Or
go for
we
this or
would
not.
ask for you to release the
Beyond
small
that,
village that you have.
it would
I don't think
also
we care, Jacques. If you feel like that's part of your character, go ahead. No one else cares.
That's not true.
Beyond that, it would make it easier for you to see amongst the other dragonborn kin that I have in this region the truth to my words of Grozy never speaking about Tiamat as such. Wouldn't this also be in your interest?
Hmm.
We'll give you $50 to fuck off.
Also, what would can Isabella
$50
do
to
like an
fuck off.
investigation check to see to remember the exact stipulations for the contract as opposed to a non-disclosure? Because I want to know if it says like you cannot tell anybody, could I still like telepathically show them us physically giving the book to an imp?
Um.
Yeah, that comes down to what is telling.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hell would cover that hole as well. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the contract's going to be pretty airtight, considering that it's got devil lawyers working on it.
Okay, never
It
mind.
involves one of the most powerful artifacts in.
In existence. Yeah.
Again, we traded
yeah.
it for a corn chip.
It's like, what was it? There was like a, I think it was, it might have been,
We traded
Dra-
that shit for $3.50 and a crisp high five.
yeah, I think it was Dragonfired, where it was a point of the plot point that somebody was making a contract and they just used the standard one because they didn't like, because even though it was really important, they didn't want to like raise any like red flags with the contract being super special or specific.
Yep.
But I don't think Hal would make that mistake, especially not considering that they were being pretty straightforward in what they were trying to do.
Yeah. Well, it was also they
Um,
could have been lax or a bunch of backwater bumpkins.
That's true.
A bunch of fucking dicks.
So that being said, I'm pretty sure their contract is going to be pretty airtight tight by default.
Okay, but yeah, we wouldn't breach the
It's a shame.
contract.
I imagine the
Yeah.
contract would be so confusing you wouldn't be able to tell if it's important or not.
Yeah. I think it would probably be like you can't communicate, tell who you gave it to, via any means, verbal, written, telepathic, magical,
Charades.
charades. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't communicate in any form.
Yeah. So the most we can say is like, hey, sign a thing saying that you're not gonna fuck us over, and you can look forward to your heart's content.
So I kind of read through like Archon's like appearances in Critical Role and to kind of like try to prepare myself, but I'm honestly stumped as to whether or not he would go for this.
Well, he worked with Vox
man.
Machina in order
With
to
Vox
take down a
Machina,
bigger thing.
yeah.
He's also Tiamat is evil, but also lawful. I'm pretty sure. So
And this is efficient.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it will take him less time to. Basically, if he decided not to, he would just use his army to accomplish what we're already offering him.
yeah.
There's no point. Unless I don't think he's that much of a dick. I think he's more calculating than that. So
Well, so here's the other option that I have in mind is he captures some of your party and basically tells one of you, go and get the book, or I'll kill the rest of the party from whoever you got it from.
oh no, not Jacques.
Like, in your honest opinion, which of those things do you think he would go for?
No, I don't know. That's a coin flip. That sounds like a persuasion check. Go ahead, Minsk.
I don't think.
We'll give you Eric Jr.
Yeah, I mean, you're
No,
25,
how
got him
dare
to
you.
listen to you.
He's full
Now
of
you gotta
bombs.
seal the deal. You're getting help from the rest of your party. I'm gonna
Not
say,
for nothing. I also want to feel like that there. I want to feel that there's a way in that we've like weaseled in by kind of saying that like Grozny's going to betray. Like you are a pawn in a game that you
yeah,
don't know about.
yeah. I mean, that is also a very intriguing angle, I think, of him wanting to confirm uh, the truth of
I
that.
think that's the thing is that it's like if you spend your resources of your forces staying here, there is no telling what
You know what?
Grozny's up to while you're stuck here.
Are we within 1 mile of like his forces, or are we like pretty far away?
I don't think you're within 1 mile. I think you are you're definitely within like 6 miles. Hang on. Let me look at the map.
Because I would say the big thing is, um,
You're 4 miles from Camp Earth, 5 miles from Camp Dragon, and 6 from Camp Fire.
because like with
Minsk, do you have any memories of Grozny doing things that would be heretical towards Tiamat?
But would he know what is heretical to Tiamat?
But like, so, you think you would probably assume at this
well,
point
he
saying that Grozny
Archon
is the
is set
greatest
up.
dragon and shit.
Yeah,
Archon
I
is
mean-
basically set up what is heretical to Tiamat because he wants to say that all dragons listen to Tiamat, and it's like there needs to, like you should have proof that like says like of Grozny going, I am the greatest thing ever, like basically almost like pronouncing him a god. Has the Westgate storyline of him trying to become a god happened at this time, or is
It
that
has happened by this point. Yes, basically the entirety
boom
of everything that happened in Westgate has happened at this point. We are in
right
the
there?
inter
Another
the
chromatic dragon seeking godhood.
So
There's already a chromatic dragon god.
So as we're having this conversation of Arkin, I'm asking Minsk for like memories and thoughts of anything that is like Grozny saying that he's the most powerful and like blatantly leaving out Tiamat and stuff like that. I'm cobbling them together into a little like PowerPoint slideshow thing, and if I increase the order of broadcast to 6, the range is 5 miles.
Okay, so you can get everybody except for Camp Fire, I believe.
Yeah, and who cares about Campfire?
Right. Well, you also don't know if the Tao and the
The Dragonborn are the important ones.
yeah, if they have other motivations.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is
Um,
that this then devolves into we could civil war the camp.
Which is what you want anyway. Okay. So are you gonna blast that out before or after Minx tries to do his persuasion?
I'm going to ask Minsk to tell me when. I'm going to say that it is ready to go. Holding it in my brain is going to cause my brain to leak out my nose. Holy shit, that is 6 stress right away. 6 strain.
Do we have to carry you out of here now?
Yes.
Okay. So what exactly am I persuading him of here?
You're basically saying, look, we'll let you come in, like UN nuclear inspectors and search our whole kingdom for the Book of Vile Darkness. We'll help you with whatever you need to look, as long as you don't interfere with our larger or our local conflicts, which you've specifically stated you don't care about anyway.
Fair enough. And then at the same time, he's probably going to go back to some of his young memories of the schooling. Well, the form of education that he got back then that was just non-stop deification of Grozny. I mean, everything that Grozny was the kind of ruler who had several holidays to himself. Everything was all about how he created the world as it was, and the Dragonborn are like his chosen. But like that combination of you the Dragonborn are superior to everyone else, but only because I allow it, and you're also disgusting and inferior to me because I am just so great. Like that kind of. He's very full of that ideology. All right.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Wow. Terrible.
You do have advantage. And I was gonna set the DC at 20, so.
Okay.
So he listens to your spiel. You're talking about your experience under Grozny's rule in your youth, and how he was constantly deifying himself in the eyes of the populace, trying to get them to worship him, denying the existence of any dragon greater than him, and of his ambitions that you've heard about, the plots that you've heard discovered from your friends that came from Westgate, for him to actively try and become a deity to rival Tiamat. And as you finish, you can tell he's looking at you, and he doesn't quite believe it. It's just too much, too fast. That is like goes against his worldview, and then Isabella unleashes the brain burst, and seeing these you can see all the Dragonborn kind of clutch their heads a little bit, like they're getting a headache as they get all these memories implanted into them. And there's murmuring among all of the troops behind Arkan. You can hear, like, you speak Draconics. You can hear them being like, heresy, traitor.
Shit, quick question, because I didn't think of this. These dragon soldiers off to our left, are they Grozny followers?
No, they're members of the Cult of the Dragon.
They're Cult of the Dragon. Okay.
Yeah.
More like
Okay,
the
because I
cult
knew the
of
sergeant was.
Grozny.
Cult of the Dragon was go by
Betray
me.
him.
Okay.
And you can see this vision as has a decisive effect on his mind, on the matter, as he looks at you and says, "Truly, you have suffered under the heretical works of this."
Not him going, "I'm sorry for your
apostate.
trouble. Our goddess will deal with this."
It is surely the will of Tiamat that our encounter was willed by Tiamat.
In hell.
Sure.
Sure.
I can safely say that we believe that there is a true greatness possible in dragons that Grozny does not embody.
Yes, Tiamat's glory is in all of us.
Sure.
All right.
I don't know.
I mean, Minsk is nodding. He's this
Yeah.
is one of those things of like,
I mean,
he's been
you're
living
kind of
with.
Yeah.
You're very much lampshading the fact
No.
that you also have a heretical philosophy that you follow.
I kind
You
of
haven't
get
brought
where he's
up the
coming
UDC
from,
yet.
right?
One heresy at a time.
I
Yeah.
kind of get where he's coming from, right? Because dragons are kind of like a primordial beast. They got scales, they got a tail, they got wings, they got horns. They got like the features of all animals. They're kind of like, if you want to like market them as like the primordial like origination beast that all things stem from, you can.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean
yeah,
that's kind of
like-
Tiamat's thing, is that like, dragons are the primordial rulers of the world that was unfairly stolen from them by all of the lesser races.
And I think in the
I-
Forgotten Worlds thing, it's like, yeah, Io created the world. Io created everything, and then made Tiamat and Bahamut. Yeah.
That's actually within Forgotten Realms lore. I don't think that's quite true, because Tiamat and Bahamut were one being at one point.
They also had a brother.
That's so many heads.
There's also
Um,
a ruby dragon god, and there's all this bullshit.
Hercules
So
came along and started pruning that thing.
so Arkin looks at all of you, and he says, "I will agree to your terms, but I will need more than just myself to do a thorough search. But we can hammer those details out. So let's get down to brass tacks, I guess."
We assumed you would send an agent if you wanted to waste your time on this personally. You are free to, but that seems like a waste.
No, this is a task that I trust only to myself to oversee. It is that important. And we must also bring to the Dragonborn of this world knowledge of the glory of Tiamat. This is also a pressing concern.
There are like 4 more
Yeah,
heads to this
so-
dragon.
Out of character, or in my head to Isabella, I do say, so have y'all considered the fact that y'all just gave him free reign to meet the UDDC and all of our forces from hell from the people we gave the book to?
That is not our. It's like I shoot back. It's like, and
Fair enough.
it's like
what I will
weighing all
say-
that against having to fight these guys in a whole separate army. We have
One
better
problem
things to
at
do.
a time.
It's like,
Yeah.
So I will say I was thinking about this for the UDDC and what he would believe. Minsk would certainly send some sort of word back that when confronted with someone talking of Tiamat, to accept whatever books and pamphlets are given to them. Do not react, hostilely. Just take it and nod and kind of leave this to the commissars to disseminate amongst them once proper time has been spent taking in this new information. I mean, it's just one of those things of like,
a lot of people.
yes. Well, it's like basically, I mean, the commissars are already going to be there. He's going to send word to the commissars. The commissars will send word, to the wherever they're stationed of like, okay, someone is going to show up talking about Tiamat. Just say that we're cool with the concept, because in a way, the UDDC isn't
I would wait for it.
opposed to the existence of a religion for a dragon that is so powerful, but obviously they wouldn't accept her rule in this. The whole thing they're doing is we rule ourselves, but worshiping her as a religion is something that we will take under advisement for now.
also, it's
Okay, but
the
please-
symbol of a dragon with like the heads each representing a different color of dragon kind. That feels pretty communist to me. There's probably some pre-existing artists
Yeah.
already did that just because.
I mean, within the UDDC, they do have, Minx can say from the Department of Propaganda, they have a lot of art depicting the many, not only Dragonborn, UDDC has integrated kobolds into their military and has given them full citizenship rights, which they did not have under Grozny. So they are embodying some level of that.
Quickly, comrades, that one drunk absurdist who drew the one with lots of heads, wake him up.
There are more dragons than red ones, comrade.
They
Oh,
get
What
there.
time
what
is-
am I
what
with the
time is
5
now?
different asses? No, not that one.
They get there, and there's a shrine that looks like a 5-year-old made it to Tiamat in the middle of the UDTC camp.
They
We are
wouldn't go that
trying.
far because I mean they are unaware of her existence, right? But he would just send word that like these people are going to show up,
The
accept what
crazy
they're
man with a weird hand
saying.
comes to talk to you about a 5-headed dragon. Smile and nod.
It's just one of those pictures of like the Soviet artwork of like a bunch of different workers standing in like a telescopic
like
row
the-
saluting,
Yes,
and then somebody
yes.
just hastily erased their bottom halves and made like a shitty combination that they're all coming from the same body.
But again, I mean, this would be stuff for later. For now, he could look at this. I don't think he would find, it's kind of heretical, but not as bad because at least
Be
they
worse.
have the excuse of they literally didn't know she existed, right? Are you a heretic if you don't know of someone and then the missionaries show up and tell you
It
about it?
does put more damning evidence at Grozny's feet that he's caused such
Yeah.
disillusionment. So
Yeah, well, seems like it's going well.
propaganda's about to pay off.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, I guess, sit down and negotiate with Arkan an agreement allowing his inspectors to come and do a thorough search of the entire province of Montalban. That
This
are
will
under-
this will have no problems or anything going bad with us.
of Montalban. In exchange, they will remain.
Puts on my biggest Nazi hat. Puts on my mustache. Are we the baddies?
Sir, one of
I
our
mean,
inspectors was eaten by a strange black sludge, but did the sludge have the book? No, then we're good.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have
What
made
are
some.
the civilians of like fucking Montalban think? Like we got demons, we got dragon demons, we got.
It was like, oh
undead.
god, another day.
We traded the souls of several
Oh, no, we didn't.
hundred. Okay,
we-
all right.
we
Were
did no
we
such
ignoring
thing.
that? All right,
Uh-huh.
fine.
Aerith walks away.
I'm pretty sure Minx personally
Truly, I'm not listening.
negotiated that with a ridiculous persuasion check.
Hey, can't stick fingers in his ears. Aerith and Jock stick their fingers in their ears. La 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 la. Can't hear you.
I know the way I'm playing it. Noctum doesn't know about this prisoner exchange for good reason. 'cause
Doctor's
he's
busy in a river.
And
Yes,
Arkham on a vision
exactly.
quest
But
underground.
also everybody who's his proxy does not know about this either. Like, oh, there used to be more people over here.
Yep, no, very few people know about this deal.
Good.
Um,
Camp Noctum's like, huh? We lost most of our forces, and now there are more demons. What?
Oh, devils. They're not. They're explicitly not demons. But yeah.
Oh no!
well, I did
We
not
missed-
actually expect you to
we-
talk
we
this guy
missed it.
down, but
We
okay.
misfiended.
Kills
We
demons. Made sure of
misfiended
that.
them.
We misfiended them.
And
We
they're
miss
certainly not
aberration.
Yugolovs.
They're certainly not the pyramid.
At least you
scheme
can
as well.
strike a deal with a Yugoloth, am I right?
God,
third
I still
gender.
love that. I was so happy with how that turned out.
We're evil fluid.
Yeah.
Yugoloths.
I know 5 separate 9th level spells. Don't have any spell slots, but I know them.
Okay. I'm trying to think about what happens next.
Man, I really
Good luck.
hope you didn't stat out all
Good
their
luck,
units.
man.
Maybe.
Oh, well.
I don't want to fight him.
It's
I
alright.
mean-
We can have the battle in the middle of town when they start executing people.
Oh
looking
no,
for
look
the
at this
stuff from the
other
roof.
hostile dragonborn elemental force that came out of nowhere.
When the
What a
dragonborns start
twist.
going through every like citizen's house, like pulling them out and like, hey, you have seen the evil book?
They have to agree to not inconvenience or undermine us, which means they can't just be a dick to our population because.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah, but they're trying to find the evil book, right?
Which is
I mean-
should be very fucking obvious. Like if they're around, like they can just look for spells that hide scrying. That's all they need to do. Like,
Yeah,
they know
like,
they can't scry on it, they just look for anti-scrying measures. That's it. They don't need to
Yeah.
go into every pantry.
Isn't that like a natural part of the book, the anti-scrying thing?
That seems like it'd be less fun. It seems like the book could probably
I
make
don't
it as
know.
easy as possible to transfer ownership. The book's kind of a dick.
book is kind of a dick.
Shock! It's the book of vile
the thing
darkness.
about the dickish book is it probably, it's more fun not to be found by like the evil demons, right? You want to be like coy,
No,
play hard
no,
to
the
get.
book's a pick-me girl. It wants everyone to fight over it.
Well, it plays pick me, but it plays coy. This is why they're
Exalted
lawfully evil.
Deeds played coy.
No, the book will open for anyone.
Slut shaming a magical artifact. We stooped so low.
You know how many bookmarks are in that book?
Oh my god.
Either way, I mean,
Anyway.
I can only think of a demon with like 12 tongues licking every finger with a tongue and like leafing through the book.
Well, that's certainly an image.
Yup.
Um,
Y'all made me think of an image. I'm gonna curse y'all with this.
oh no.
Demon leaf. Oh shit, that reminds me. I have like a picture of a book where it looks like someone's fingering it.
Yup,
look
that's
for
the one.
God damn it. Can we get back? Can we like get away from this fucking
Getting
image?
intimate with the Book of Vile Darkness.
That then becomes the book of erotic fantasy.
Fingering the evil book starts fucking oozing black goo everywhere. Or just blood, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
Black goo, blood. Does it really matter?
I mean, to
Depends
your
on your
doctor,
flavor,
yeah.
I guess. I guess it depends on the lighting, right?
Hmm.
Oh, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I think there have been a few of these drawn
Oh.
before.
There
This
have been
fe-
several.
This feels like something that's probably been done multiple times, yeah.
One person does it, other people are like, I'm gonna try doing that
Yeah.
for like a study. Well,
Problem
Do we
solved,
do-
I guess.
No.
do we sign the
And that's
contract?
it,
Or
guys, and we leave.
do people like whip up a contract, sign the thing, and we just go home and wait for them to come rifle
Hold
through
on.
the populace?
What are we
Yeah.
what are we counting as like our forces? Because I'm gonna be the ass. There is that village.
Is the village a sticking point for you? I mean, you can bring it up in the negotiations.
Village in this area? Or a different village?
Yeah, there's a village
Yeah,
to the north.
there's a village that Cold Dragon is using. Like they have, like quote unquote, enslaved their people.
Hmm.
I mean,
Which,
it's you and Aerith who care about that. So,
That is true.
that is so outside of our purview.
Well, actually, Minx would probably ask, how likely is it for this village to embrace the qualities of Tavarism? High? Oh, I care about the village. Low? That's right.
I think
But yeah.
the sticking point for Jacques will be that if they can do their investigation,
Mm-hmm.
but what they're doing to the people, how they're treating them, has to basically stop. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to tell them relocate or move or get out and stuff, but they're going to stop using those people because this is the Montalban region. We have deposed the count, so at the moment we're the reigning power. So it's like, for Jacques, yes, this falls under the purview of our forces,
Mm-hmm.
of our people. So you can ask them, but you're going to stop. You're going to stop the barbarism.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God.
Minx will give you, oh my god, Bardic Inspiration. There we go.
In your head,
Fucking hell. What is
In
the
your
thing? What's the die for?
head.
What is the die for inspiration?
1d8.
Also, who's Sorrel?
That's a good question.
In your head, Isabel, you're gonna hear, "I'll be right back."
18.
All right.
So all right. So do you want to cut over to Elijah?
Sure.
Who has just left the party? Yes, please. What?
So, you manage to sneak around silently, and you can see watching the proceedings from the cover of the hill surrounding. Um, it appears to be a tabaxi woman. She's got a longbow strapped to her back, and she's kind of watching the proceedings and listening to what's going on.
Oh, so we're so close enough she can hear.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna, stealthily settle on the hill behind her and hang out for a minute.
Do you just like tap? Do you tap her to let you know they're there, or do you
Not
just
yet.
watch her?
Is this going
meeting-
to turn into that meme where you have like a person sitting in a pew and a person behind them with a gun and a person behind
Yeah.
them with a gun and then Elijah up in the top of the rafters?
Nothing personal, kid.
I mean, Elijah is going to be scanning the horizon in all directions, and if there's a soul out there, he'll see it.
Yeah. Hang on, I need to look
And if
And
there's
up.
I'm
not a
glad
soul,
Noctum's down in the
he'll
river because
still
I'm
see it.
so lost and I was paying attention.
This is a whole different thing that just happened in a sidebar.
Yeah. Hang on, I need to get an NPC name that you guys might recognize.
Yeah. Oh well, we had cats. We had goats. Who's this cat?
So it's got a girlfriend.
Uh, does it not? Hang on. No, I didn't want to do that. Here we go. Mm. I should have looked up this before. Anyway,
What's the next thing to draw? Oh, we already did all this grassy stuff. Run on a map.
okay. So as this woman is watching, she's gonna pull out a little sending stone you recognize, and she's going to um, make a call. And she says,
Just give people cell phones by now.
basically, Ramelia, this is Sorrel. I They're making contact with the locals.
Okay.
It seems to be going well for them, which is not good.
Do I know the name Amelia? Have I
Nope.
forgotten this
You
name?
have no idea who this person is. The only way you would know that this name is meta knowledge. This is dramatic tension.
Okay. But that's not the fact that we're making good contact is not good for this person.
Since she's
Yeah,
meta, she's vulnerable to fire or ice.
this person does not like evidently does not like the cult of the dragon. Yes.
Okay. Do they continue the call or does she hang up?
No, they hang up. It's just a short little report.
I'm now that I know that this is not a good thing for her, I'm gonna slip up behind her and place one hand on like her bow hand because I assume she's like on all fours peeking over the top of the hill,
Yeah.
and then on my other hand's gonna have a blade reach around across her throat and be like, "No
Uh,
noise, no noise."
Hey, no, there's no need for that.
I certainly hope not. Mind letting go of that bow?
She lets go.
Why is this meeting going well not good for you?
Well, do you know who you're dealing with?
Absolutely terrible people. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But terrible people that aren't are a problem.
Well, they're my problem, or at least they were when back in my home,
Where?
Faerun, Waterdeep.
Oh. Some of my
They
party
were
have friends from there.
like, do you know
Hey,
what they're
let 'em
trying?
out.
Hmm. Sorry, everybody's talking at once.
I just said, yeah, some of my party have friends from there.
You have friends from Faerun?
I don't. They do. Some of my
Oh,
group.
then you know what they want to do, right?
Bad things.
They want to release Tiamat from Avernus and let her destroy the universe, take it over from the dragons. Like super bad stuff.
Yeah.
You want that?
No, but I don't want the Empress to destroy the world either.
The who?
Current big evil in this world. She's trying to destroy everything.
Oh, yeah. I know how that is.
So, you have your big evil, we have ours.
I
No.
see.
We're trying to kick yours back out of our world is where we're currently at.
Oh, okay. So this is like deception plan. I can get behind.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
We're gonna let them look for some book that we don't have and then leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't
So
want to be friends with these people. Hell no.
that's good because they would not be good friends.
Funny pun.
You, on the other hand, could be a good friend.
Yes, I could be a very good friend.
At that point, I'm gonna step back and let her pick her bow back up.
Okay, she picks it up and puts it away, like on her back. So let's start again, shall we? I am Sorrel. I am Harper.
Elijah Dumont.
Oh. Well,
Shadow, assassin, you know.
Yes, I know. I've done some bounty hunting in my time. So yeah, Dragon Cult bands. Man, we really thought we sent them packing when we dropped the castle on them, but uh,
You dropped a castle, and that's fantastic. I usually just blow those up.
yes, it's a long story, but it was Flying Castle, and we had big fights while it was falling. They were trying to make it not make it fly again because we broke that bit. But we stopped them, and then we blew them up, so they could not summon Tiamat into our world to destroy it. You know how it is. You
Mhm.
seem to be adventurer type as well.
Yeah, that sounds eerily similar to some things we've done.
Yeah, so you can see why we'd be concerned when we found out that they were still working on that kind of thing.
No, we're actually having fun. We're trying to pit that group against Grozny at the moment, and it's going decently well.
Oh, okay. So that sounds like it is going well. Yes, this will make us very happy.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are you doing here other than just gathering intel? Were you
Well,
planning on stopping this group, or?
well, if I not all by myself, probably not, but yeah, keep eye on them, see what they're doing, see see if we can fight them or find somebody else who will be able to fight them. If you were to get into a fight, I was going to help, but that didn't happen, so I didn't.
I mean, same. I was ready to start murdering folks, and that didn't happen, so I figured I'd come say hello.
Oh, well, yes. So let's see. You say you can make them fight Grozny. That is good.
That's the general plan. They're looking for a book. It's not here anymore. Hell's going to be playing keep away with them.
Oh, I see. Uh, well, are you because Hell isn't in too great a shape. Last time I was there, they just got done with big civil war and stuff.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes, it was this
Well,
whole big thing. They were the dads against the dots. I don't really understand politics.
it is a chore to understand, trust me. It's good that you don't. I could reach out to my contacts with Hell and see if they're interested in meeting with you if you're interested in helping play keep away. I
I
don't know
have met.
how you feel about devils.
Well, I don't particularly like them, but I do have a friend who seems to get along okay with them. And so if I need to talk to any devils, I would probably tell him.
Okay, I mean, is he available?
He might be available. You want me to give him a call?
Sure, why not? I like new
Okay.
friends.
So she's gonna pull out her little rock and tap it, and just be like, "Yo, hey, Skywatcher, are you there?" You and you hear a gravelly voice from the other side. Just says, "What is it, Sorrow?" Well, I got some new friends here. You told me about the things that the Cult of the Dragon was doing across the multiverse. Well, they're here now, and I've got some friends who are interested in maybe helping against them. But they want to talk to you because I said you were in good with Hell, and apparently they're in good with Hell. So, I don't know about how all that works, but uh, they wanted to talk to you about it. Is and you hear the voice on the other side just says, uh, "Well, that is good news. For trying to get wanting to fight against the cult of the dragon, but I wouldn't say I'm on friendly terms with Hell. What? Who is this that I'm speaking to?
Elijah Dumont.
Never heard of you.
Good. I mean, I'm doing my job right.
So, what is it? What is it you want?
I don't want a damn thing. It just sounded like you all want to mess with the cult of the dragon, and I don't have any particular love of them. So I figured I'd give you the opportunity to continue.
Yes, well, I am also busy with other plans here. There's lots of moving parts here that I'm trying to piece together. There seems to be some kind of big grand plan, but I can't quite figure out what the key piece, like put it all together.
Oh, okay. Well, it couldn't have anything to do with the Book of Vile Darkness that everyone's looking for, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And like,
Do
I'm
you know?
gonna start walking away.
Wait, you know where the Book of Vile Darkness is?
Maybe. That entirely
Hmm.
depends on if my contacts like you.
Let's see. Well, let's see. I think that could work with the hand and the book. He could. Oh, that's not good. So what did you said your name was Elijah? Yes?
It is.
Okay. So it's very important he doesn't get the book. Is the book in a safe place?
Absolutely no clue.
Oh. Do you know where the book is?
L.
Oh, okay. So I need to make a phone call. let me just I'm going to make a phone call, and I will get back to you.
Okay.
And he hangs up.
I'm gonna grab my my pack, my ambassador pack or whatever that thing is, and pin a message over to the guy I've been making deals with and be like, hey, Cult of the Dragon, looking for book. Harper's want to help play keep away. Interested?
You get an immediate response. That says, hang on, basically says, please wait, forwarding your message to the appropriate authority.
Okay. P.S. They have the hand, apparently. I mean, they just gave me
Oh,
that piece of information, so I'm just gonna
we just
have fun with this.
Wow, we're just in the middle of a fucking arms race.
Yup. Elijah is thriving.
We're not in charge of doing
How many?
anything.
He's
How
like,
many?
you know, I
How
got
many
screwed
wars
over
can I
recently,
start?
but things are looking up.
How many wars can I start in one afternoon? Let's move.
Um, how many wars can you start in one afternoon?
And so while I'm waiting on that response and while we're waiting on him to call back, I'm like, so tell me all about the Harpers. I mean, you're fairly stealthy. Must be a good group. Tell me all about it.
Oh yeah, we are like heroes of the people. We go around fighting the bad guys, putting wrongs right. Um, saving the cities and sometimes the world. Like I just told you about how we defeated the Cult of the Dragon. That's kind of our last big thing.
Okay.
Um,
So a pretty righteous group. I can respect that. Kind of stumbles over the word.
yes, it's quite different from my childhood. Growing up in the Underdark. It was a rough time.
Now that I can empathize with.
So you guys are chatting. I'm trying to think about how you would respond. Because you basically, yeah, so you basically wrote a message to Hell saying, people are looking for the book and they have the hand. Did you tell them who it was?
Nope. Well, no, I said Cult of the Dragons looking
Cult
for
of
the
the
book.
Dragon. Um. Um. You're gonna get a message back a few minutes later, as Sorrel is talking about their rough childhood in the Underdark. And then you get a message back. It is on much finer paper, and written on it is a very brief message that just says, "Do not worry about the book. We'll pay. We'll reward handsomely for the hand." And then it is signed. Let me get the name right here.
I mean, by signing it though, are they giving me permission to tell the Harpers who has it?
No.
Okay.
They're not giving you permission to do anything. It is signed Carnigan.
And again, kind of later.
Well, it looks like they don't want to have a meeting. But if y'all can get the hand from them, apparently they'll really like that. Got any leads on the hand?
It's literally Arkin's hand.
Yeah. Well, she's
Elijah
yes.
knows nothing.
So Sora will
Elijah
point.
thinks it's the hand of Vecna at this point,
It
because that
is.
he's heard of.
It is.
Oh, that's
It is
he's
the hand
heard
of
that one.
Congratulations.
I don't know what
Yeah.
Arkin's hand is.
Accomplishments by stupidity.
Yes.
No, wait. Is Elijah having an Arthas Menethil moment?
Oh, 100%.
Oh.
Menethil.
He's been having that for like
A long
years.
time, yeah.
I know.
This guy, I don't know, man. If we knew what he was up to, I
He gets in over his head regularly and admits it to no one.
Oh man,
I
we're
mean-
being betrayed by my mind flares. How'd this happen? No one was responsible. It must have been Jock.
Jock had a whole repentance arc because of that,
Yep.
and Elijah just
For
kind
a
of
crime
walked
he
away.
didn't commit. Isn't
No,
it beautiful?
no. Elijah went and started selling people to hell.
Yep.
Elijah has no repentance.
Which I love
He's
that
like,
for
well,
him.
shit, that one didn't work out. Let's make new deals.
As far as Elijah's
has
concerned,
learned.
regret is an alien bastard.
Elijah has learned nothing.
I know a few people have regretted their choices, and they're all fools.
So yes, you have this letter, and you tell Sorrel that they want the hand, and you tell her basically that they'll pay for the hand. And that she should try and get it. Is that what you're saying to her?
I mean, I like being paid too. Like, you got any leads for me? I mean, let's be honest here. Hell, even in shambles, has held, from what I've heard, some pretty powerful things in deep dark holes for a long time.
Yeah, but I don't know that I really trust, especially with like the hand of Vecna.
It all depends on who has it. Maybe I trust the person not to use it.
She points over at Arkin the Cruel.
He has it?
Yeah, you didn't notice the skeleton hand?
In my head, I'm going to tell Isabella, we need to kill Arkin.
Why?
No,
This is
I don't want to
tedious.
delete all my.
Hell wants
In the
the hand.
back of my mind, I was waiting.
Could you
for
have
somebody
told
to
me
go,
that before
"Fuck, I
I
need that
started
hand."
bleeding out my nose?
Hell wants the hand.
What
We
is
either do it now
Hell-
or we
Do
do
you-
the tree.
do you
Hell
work-
did not pay us well for the book.
You-
What are we going to get from it?
I'm gonna write back on the letter. Exact terms? Question mark.
The second corn chip.
I will also
This is
note
why-
that what we required from Arkin was that he wouldn't do anything against us. There is nothing in that contract about us not doing something to him.
I mean, he's smart enough. He's no fool. He knows betrayal. He legendarily knows betrayal.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna sign anything that doesn't have reciprocal clauses.
Oh, is he that weak?
Uh,
I thought he came here because he was overwhelmingly stronger than us.
well,
These are all
so-
things Minx could say or somebody else with a high charisma.
At this
and not
rate,
8.
I don't think he's signed anything.
I know.
He hasn't signed anything yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's no fool. He's not going to be taken advantage of.
We're contacting our lawyers, like, dude, we need you for a contract, and now we want to kill him.
All right, who
Like-
here knows how to write?
You attacking him would definitely break the contract.
Yeah.
Either, like, it's up to you if you want to make it just like you agree to not harm him, or you just, like how you want that. Yeah.
Isabella does not care.
Yeah.
Isabella's like,
Like he's
why are we doing that? We
He's-
it's like that's biting off so much. Hell would need to give us something that is more valuable than us having to fight this entirely separate army.
And and it needs to be, especially if they're like, we need to hand it now. It's like, my God, y'all are just.
Also, this isn't Hell asking this. This is the founder of the Gold Pack Trading Company, which is, for all intents and purposes, also Hell, Archdevil of Greed and all that shit, but still.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna write back. What are the terms if we get it ourselves, and what are the terms of a finder's fee? Like, I found it for you. You go get it.
Because he's gonna stay here.
I'm gonna look over at her while I'm waiting on that reply back.
Mm-hmm.
You got any forces you can get here fast to do this exact fight, or is it just like us and you?
It's just me for now.
I can give you Yassified Beholder.
All
We
thought that
do
was the
love
love interest
Yassified
from Monster
Beholder.
Inc.
I mean, is there
Yassified
anything
Beholder.
your group can do about the other camps showing up while we're trying to murder him?
Oh, it's just me here.
How good are you?
Pretty good, but not that good.
Shit.
What? I fight a whole army by myself? No thanks.
I mean, you could just go fight the dragon.
Yeah, I fought many dragons, and I'm not that stupid.
Damn it.
Um. So I'm trying to calculate.
Yeah. Try to calculate what the Hand of Vecna is worth now that
Yeah.
we know its importance.
Um.
At least 1 unit.
At least, no. One flying unit.
We can give you a young dragon.
We,
Um.
Well, I guess this is the wrong guys to get dragon from. We can give you a flying machine. I don't know.
I want 12 of whatever the Balrog things are.
It's probably more reasonable.
hmm. Let's see. So you guys have been we've been saying that your guys' units are company sized, yeah?
hmm But yeah, basically, if they can portal a Hell Army in here to fight the armies while we kill him, might be worth it.
Mm,
Like, not even if we don't
And
even
do
get to
they
keep
have a
them, as long as
strike
they,
force on hand?
yeah, if they have a strike force to handle the other forces, we can handle one guy.
uh,
Also, we never really answered the sticking point about the village, so maybe if he argues about that, I can motivate Jacques further.
Cut away to your. So we cut away to your talk.
Yep.
um.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't notice the significance of the skeleton hand when you said it.
I mean, it's fair. I mean, Elijah's never seen it before.
Mm-mm.
Um.
You would just figure, damn, he's got some bad eczema on that hand. He's
I,
gonna
I
run.
honestly just don't know anything about that character, to be honest with you.
Actually,
Yeah.
shit. Interesting point. Would it show two different souls for him? Would it show like how he could see the connections of souls? Would like that affect how Archons would look with the hand?
Oh, you're into lore
Like,
that I have not heard about.
like that's the thing I'm thinking of is like how well does like it tunes and you would tune it and it's part of your body, but it is a piece of Vecna.
Oh, so you're thinking like, does the soul, the hand have a soul of its own?
Does it have like not like a soul of its own, but like a
I mean, if
fragment,
you
like
if you
just like
yeah, if you treat it like a
an,
phylactery.
a sort of like well, I wouldn't say like a phylactery because it out of character in the lore of Vecna's hand and his eye, they're not his phylactery, but they have essences of his power. Would it have like an essence of his soul? Like you see Archon's soul, and yet there's this weird discoloration in the hand from it being like Vecna's influence. Like I'm trying to think of the right word. Like background radiation.
Mm-hmm.
We are throwing every curveball at you tonight.
I mean, that's fine. That's what I'm here for, right? I think he's gonna offer you. He's gonna offer you a division, so 20 weight worth of units.
Okay. How fast can they be here?
Shit.
On delivery.
On delivery of the hand.
Fuck!
That's right.
But no strike force to assist us. God damn it.
Here's the thing: we could make this a hit and run, kill him fast, and just book it.
I don't
Just kill Archon fast.
like. Out of character, you're asking for a lot.
Vagabond
In
is
character,
against this
you're
idea.
asking for a
Aerith is
lot.
ambivalent.
You're asking for a lot because there's a lot of backup he has.
Vagabond has watched Critical Role.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Very much. I have understood exactly.
I am
who
already
this
out of
dude
half
is.
of my resources.
Yeah. 20 weight though.
Really?
Whoa,
Dude.
a whole army. What if they just send you a bunch of milita?
I mean, in certain circumstances, that could be good.
I mean, it
Holy shit.
just pass along the message to Jacques. See what he wants to
Yeah, so Jacques, you now have the
do. You're our
The di-
commander.
decision.
Fuck
Do you
you,
make a
shit.
deal or do you
The
try and take the hand?
the spy has brought you intel. It's your decision to make.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us. Fuck.
9.5 with Isabel out of all the resources.
Yeah, 9.5. Isabella down on resources. Fuck. Like immediate gauging from just how they all look. They're not like obviously Archon is not a pushover. The rest of them aren't pushovers either. Like it's
No,
not
these
gonna
these
be
are his
just-
elite. These are his elite team.
Yeah.
He trusts them as
Fuck.
his honor guard.
And there's so much information I could give Jacques, but none of us would know it, least of all Jacques.
No, I
from being seasoned adventurers,
one,
we would be able
out
to
of
gauge
character,
his strength.
Popular person, I have seen Archon stuff in Critical Role. I have like the only thing we're missing from D&D book Archon is the fucking Death Cleric turtle that follows him around.
Who's to say he isn't somewhere lurking?
Elijah.
Exactly,
I probably
because that's a
would have
creepy
seen his
effing
souls.
turtle. It's a creepy effing turtle with demonic sigils
Oh,
all
here
over his
comes the
shell.
turtle.
Like,
I mean,
damn,
I probably would have seen his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
God.
Run out of the room. You can't fight this.
You can tell that we've been at a
What-
impasse for a long time because
What
the
is-
drawings have gotten.
What is
That's true.
What? Okay. I want to
Wait.
further this
I know.
another
Pentagram.
step, and then that's going to help my decision. What is Archon's opinion on the village? Is he going to give Is he going to walk away from the village, or is he going to be like, no?
He'll want somewhere else to quarter his army, but he's willing to negotiate on that.
There's 2 other camps.
Only knows
Well, the big thing is that his army is mortal and needs water. That's why it's there. The other 2 armies are elemental armies and do not need water, so they can just hang out in the desert.
Wait, this looks like a dick. Oh.
God damn.
Ask him to give us the villagers, and we can turn them into pikemen.
I can do something with them. Don't ask questions.
I'm not letting you
Oh, boy.
anywhere fucking near them. You get us into these messes.
Don't y'all love that I went and talked to the cat with an eye patch soul?
No, because the last time you went up and made deals, off the tip of the hat. We dealt with mind flayers and persistence died.
Hey, I asked you this time. I'm getting
Wait.
better.
Character
I
growth.
don't
You're
feel
getting
bad
better.
about it. I don't feel bad
And
about it,
all
but
of-
I'm getting better.
Swear to
It's one of the
God.
few times where I would refer to character growth as stage 4 terminal.
And it's affected his skin. Look, oh God.
Oh no, this goes so
Uh.
deep.
It has to be now.
No.
It has to be before the contract is signed and we lose the option.
Yep.
I mean, unless you're willing to break the contract, which
God.
probably wouldn't be good for Jacques' oath.
Breaking it needs to be so harsh that Arkan's not willing to do it, we would be fucked.
Look, my argument is negotiate this, Elijah, and stuff. If they've been looking for this hand, have they been looking for him?
Has who been
Yep.
looking for?
Well, I asked him if they wanted a
The
finder's fee
people
for
that
him.
want the
No,
fucking
so
hand.
they specifically did not offer you a finder's fee. Out of
No,
character
correct.
because
I'm not
he hangs
saying the
out in
finder's
Avernus.
fee, but I'm saying that if they've been trying to get to him and he has stumbled into our lap, congratulations, you. We have the leverage of what you want in front of us. Come help us get this shit, and it's yours. And stuff. Do the 20 weight and come assist us with this shit. They know who this dude is. They know what that thing is.
I mean, that might be why they're not willing to invest very much into the effort until it's been done.
Oh, but they're waiting us. I'm so tired of us doing the dirty work for all of these other people.
How do you draw a ninja troll? Fuck.
God damn it.
I mean, we don't have to do this. I think it'd be a really interesting fight. I think that is a fun option, but it's also very possibly a very bad move on our part.
This is a
I
little bit
don't
more,
want to fight him.
work in, and we might
I
not be
mean-
able to walk away. The out of character part of me is greedy because it's the fucking
Do you want-
hand of Vecna.
Can either Elijah or Jacques, can you make me just a wisdom check?
I don't want to fight him if Grog's not here.
Oh, fucking 16.
So you're a seasoned adventurer at this point. You can tell that Arkan is a seasoned adventurer at this point. You don't think that he would have walked in here unless he thought that he could take you guys.
Right.
He doesn't know about 4 of us, though.
Ah, but what if he's an idiot?
What if he got laser beamed?
I mean, from your
I'm-
contract negotiations, you can tell he's not an idiot.
Ah, well, what if that's only relative to us?
He's not an idiot. Okay, he's not an idiot. He's a seasoned adventurer. He has a powerful artifact. They outnumber us.
Yeah, by
Pretty
a significant
heavily.
margin. Yeah.
Yeah, make the deal then.
Let's see. I'm just gonna roll a.
I'm just gonna look at her and go, unfortunately, I don't think we have the numbers in place for this fight. Would be really nice to get the hand now, but I think we're gonna have to let that be
Oh,
some kind of
yeah.
problem.
For sure. Like. Oh, interesting.
Oh God! God
No, this
dang!
is good for you.
This goes. Of course it is. This goes back to all of my experiences. That the longer it takes to make a decision, the more that the fucking honey pot gets sweeter. God,
Yeah,
God.
So Sorrel agrees with Elijah that it's not really a good time to try and take the hand as much as she would like to kill this guy and kind of disperse these cultists. You guys don't have the force to do it. And as you're negotiating, Jacques, you notice that every so often, either Arkin or one of his retainers is looking up and around, like they're waiting for for somebody to try and ambush them, like they're expecting another sneaky member of your party.
Like this skull.
And I think, yeah, so
Or maybe it's Garfield.
you get the feeling that he knows more than he's letting on about your group.
Oh wow.
That's interesting.
It was knocked him. He's snitching on you.
Because they were very much, we don't know anything about that. What's going on here? Knowing information about our group in particular, that's an interesting lie they're telling. God, I wish I were there to ask them why they're looking for me.
If I may ask, you seem a little bit on edge at the moment.
These are tense negotiations.
Yes, but we're right in front of you. There's no need to look around. Do you
But are
believe that
all of
something's
you
going
in
to be
front of
coming out
me?
of the sky?
If I were you,
1,
I would have
2,
backup.
3, 5.
I mean, I hardly believe that you'd be foolish enough to just bring the 6 of you out here.
Yeah,
2,
that fight's a
3,
bad
4,
call.
5. Out of character. It's the fucking turtle. The fucking turtle. I just know it.
I get the benefit of never watching that, and I'm like, so much suspense. It's
The
like, oh.
the
The
turtle is not
in
from
Critical
Critical Role. The turtle is from the Descent into Avernus book.
And
The source of his information is not revealed to you.
This is not a turtle. It's a ninja turtle.
So, I guess, brass tacks, do you go ahead with the agreement, Jacques?
Comrade, considering we need time to get this written up and make sure that all parties involved have exactly what they want, would it be entirely possible for us to take about an 8-hour break to get all of our waterfowl in a row?
You're asking this from Archon?
That.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
My rules can't be terrible all night, can they?
Your
I'm
rolls
gonna
are
say
pretty
if he wants to take as collateral.
No,
There
we're
you
not
go.
being taken to collateral.
Hmm.
I'll be right back.
He looks around at you all and says, um, very well. You may go. Return here in 8 hours, or I will consider it a declaration of war.
For travel time, how about 8 hours 30 minutes?
Fine.
Okay.
negotiator.
That's what the 29 gets you. Okay. So are you guys going to go and make camp, I guess?
I mean, it gives us time to discuss things and work things out and rest up, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else opposed to taking 8 hours?
Nope.
Sounds like we're gonna.
The only thing 8 hours would do would refresh my strain, but doesn't help us make a decision.
But
Or
in
does
game,
it?
I mean, we have time to kind of rest and reset everything and talk with people and kind of weigh our options.
Yeah.
It's 8 hours.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, Do you guys want to just go through the party in camp and have you each give your yay or nay on making a deal?
I mean, since we have 8 hours, could you get anyone here in 8 hours? Any other backup?
I think you'll underestimate how hard it is to travel across plains.
Yes. The few people I know who do it without
Comrade
thinking.
Irith, is there someone you can ask before we rest for 8 hours?
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
I mean, I could.
We're taking an
Um,
8-hour break.
I guess. I don't know how well he would A, respond, or B, respond to Arkin.
Oh, I know
I
exactly
mean,
how he would respond to
I
Arkham.
know exactly how he would respond. But I don't know if I want to get all this involved.
That will entirely rest on how much Thur wants to allow to happen.
well, also if she makes the roll.
Also, if she makes the roll.
Yeah.
I guess I could make the roll for funsies.
Okay, so you guys are back at camp. You're praying to Keelandi for guidance.
Nope.
Nope.
There's
Okay.
clothes.
Why is
Dear
she keeps on
Keolandi,
contact?
please
I'm
kill
trying.
Archon for us so we can have his hand for free.
I
Yolandi
mean,
wakes up from a nap.
I don't know
not
that
a
he would let
spam
you have
call
the hand,
comes up.
would he?
no.
That's what
Yeah.
the
Keelani would
prayer
show
is.
up, nuke him, and leave with the
I
fucking hand.
don't think Keolandi wins that fight. Gonna be
Ah.
perfectly frank. I don't think Keolandi wins that
But
fight.
you're not Frank.
He
Or
probably
Lev.
doesn't, but he would try.
Yep. I don't disagree
Okay.
with he'd try. I just don't think he wins.
That
Can
was
anyone tell Minx what kind of power level we're dealing with?
Well,
Oh,
something like a
God.
1v1 a level 20 sorcerer.
Yeah, at this point,
level
he's
20 yet.
post 20.
Yeah, he's
No,
not.
Arkin,
He's not.
not Keelandi.
Yeah.
Is this a guy from Critical Role?
This is
Yeah.
the guy from
Yeah.
Critical. This is Joe
This is-
Manganiello's character.
Yeah,
Who
one of
stole the
the.
hand of Vecna after Vox Machina killed him.
Well, he
Well,
helped him
sealed
fight
him.
Vecna.
I know. And then he took the hand.
So he's a man who could fight Vecna. With like 7 other people, but
Yeah.
but now
Was-
he has a hand, and who knows what he's done between Vecna and now.
There's outer character knowledge that I have that I can't use.
All right. We're getting
Yeah.
to the end of time. So I'm just gonna go through each of you and ask for a vote, and then I guess ultimately it's up to Rack. So I guess we'll do everybody else, and then Rack can make his decision. So Isabella, do you think you should take the deal or try and attack Arkan?
Even the reward of how many units worth of army is not worth us also having to fight this army. Like we couldn't. If we had it versus it's not worth it. There's no reason why. We're just complicating things, and then we're gonna make all these people's allies our enemies down the line as well. When otherwise we have done like a small little civil war thing to turn them against Grozny and shit.
I
Get Grozny off our
agree.
back. No, it's stupid.
I agree.
It's
Okay.
incredibly greedy and stupid.
All right, Elijah, what is your input?
I gotta go with the party. It's probably not a good
His
call.
ass did there go, I gotta go with the party. Deep dive's like, I want the hand. Can we get the hand? I want the hand.
Honestly, Elijah's looking at his left
I've
hand,
got-
going, "I could replace another body part."
I've got the soul eye. I need the ghost hand. I'm there. I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah, Elijah honestly just doesn't even want to trade it for the army. He just wants to put it on.
Oh, I'm sure he does. So Minx.
It would be really dramatic. It would be so dramatic, wouldn't it? Right?
I mean, we could just fight Archon later.
We could fight him later, but what about the poor villagers?
We can make a deal.
How many
Yeah,
villagers is it? Is it
deal-
like 100 people or
the
something?
deal-
Aerith
we're
also doesn't give
making-
two shits about the villagers. They're-
I do care.
yeah. Well, he's
The
asking, but we're
villagers
going around
worship
giving opinions, so
Yathified-
that was my final
Okay.
contribution.
It's like 24 people in the village. It's a very small village.
Who gives a shit?
They're
It was literally not on the bigger map.
They are
because
a
it was so
rounding
unimportant.
error.
Kindle the light, shelter the light, be the light. So
Okay.
Jacques cares.
So Minx wants to do it for the bit. What does Elise think?
ENS
I find
Elise.
it no surprise why Noctum abandoned you all. You fucked around with hell, and now you're stuck here.
You know, I'm
Uh,
with her. She's speaking sense.
So Elise is a plague on both their
You
houses.
literally fucked around with hell.
I've heard about this also. This is very concerning. I have no idea why you're so desperate to fraternize with any of you.
There's okay. I might have missed it when Elijah was talking to the person and stuff. Like, if we don't go through with this, it's like fine, whatever. Like, or do we lose out on something? Like, this doesn't affect our other deals, right?
No. It's
Okay.
just,
Cool.
If
Then we're gonna go through with this treaty, this parlay. If they need a source of water, I'm gonna get at least those 24 people out, because fine.
okay.
Live with that.
Yeah, they
It's a
agreed.
bad situation. I'm saving these 20 people. Fuck it.
Okay. Yep. So, I mean, does Aerith want to say her piece, or are you okay with going with Jacques' decision?
I think Elise is going to agree with save 20 people. You know, it's the best. You know, fuck it. That sounds like the best deal.
Because, and then also in Jacques' mind is, I much more see the benefit that we have started this distrust between Grozny's followers and Archon. So, like, I can see that this working more in our favor than a fucking deal from hell. And yes, 20 weight isn't good enough for this kind of effort.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, but I still want to hear Aerith speak.
Oh, I do care about this 24 people, Lev. But I don't think it is in our best interest to fight Arkham now or potentially ever. High key, fuck that dude. Maybe literally. Who knows?
Oh my god.
I'm in my
Probably.
villain era. Leave me alone. No, I'm with making the deal. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that, I mean, this is what we have to do. We have to continue to make deals, but every time we turn around, some of us are making deals with beings that I don't super like the fact that we're now attached to.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would point out as a player, and this knowledge I'm sure all of us kind of have. Third did mention he wasn't expecting us to talk our way through this.
I mean, I'm trying not to metagame. All the
Okay,
implications
it was
and
saying.
stuff.
It was a possibility. I didn't
Alright,
say
fair
that I expected you to win if you didn't.
What was the contingency in the campaign?
I mean, maybe he is tired of this pain that we have thrust upon him.
There are
we're
many
done
different possibilities for how you could lose.
we're done with all the Saint Daddy jokes, though. It's easy sailing from here on in.
Until the next one.
I mean, he won't make the next one as hot.
That bastard Saint.
We'll find a way to make it weird.
Oh, I
I'm-
guarantee that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think Aerith will go along with what everyone else says. She's just growing increasingly more worried about the people that we have. And this is saying a lot coming from her, I guess. Crawled into bed with.
Yeah.
That's where I'm.
Okay. So let me update the timeline here because it would be the next day.
A volcano erupts in the distance.
Yep, morning of the following day.
Yeah, it's a little volcano over in this undrawn corner.
Uh, okay. So the morning comes. You return to the fort within the allotted time. Arkin is there waiting for you with the treaty that you guys have worked out between you. And he says, well, now that you've slept on it, what do you think?
We'll agree to these terms. As long as the people come with us and you do not hamper or harass our forces during your investigations.
Archon steps forward to you and he holds out his hand. The
Which
skeleton
one?
hand.
Which
the
hand?
skeleton the skeleton
Uh,
hand.
I don't want
And
to
he
touch
says,
that.
I agree to your terms.
I don't want to touch that hand.
Pretty sure
Alright,
that's his left hand.
It is.
Yeah.
it is.
Sagwa.
Jacques
Yeah, he holds out his
reaches
left
out.
hand.
Jacques reaches out and takes his hand.
What are you too good
He-
to touch a left hand?
As you shake
And
Archon the
here we
Cruel's
go. And
Vecna
here we
hand,
effing go.
he draws upon the power of the hand
Yeah.
to cast Geas on you both, holding you to the terms of the agreement.
Okay.
Because that is a thing he can do.
Yeah, it's a thing you can do.
I'm assuming I can't counterspell it.
I mean, you could try, but he would probably take that as a hostile act.
All right, fair enough.
Well, I
It's a
mean, even
good
if we were
thing
going to
Jacques
betray
never
him, we
goes
weren't
back on
going
his
to.
word.
Yep. Even if we were going to betray him, though, we would just leave Jacques out.
I was
Mhm.
gonna say the greatest thing that he just did is that I'm under the fucking effect. So, congrats, Elijah. You have the open door to work behind my fucking back right now.
Oh. Oh, give me 10 minutes. I have a new friend.
I've seen what you can do in 10 minutes. I want you to take a little bit more effing time.
That's
You're
what she
right.
said.
I'm going for a 60 weight army. We're gonna play this off.
God, I wish persistence was still alive.
So do I.
God damn it.
Well,
Wait a
it's,
minute. I mean, I think I got resurrection now.
he wouldn't come
He
back.
wouldn't.
I know
You
he
have to
wouldn't.
be willing. We talked
It's-
about this.
I think it's too late actually at this point. He's like fully devilized.
That's fine. We can run around with that.
Okay. So I'm gonna go talk to my new friend after this meeting's done, but we'll wrap this meeting up first.
Okay, so you guys part having made a deal with the Cult of the Dragon. Archon says to expect his arrival in 3 days in Bateau with his inspectors, with his diviners, I guess they would be called. And yeah, they he turns and leaves, leaving the garrison in place. So then, Elijah, you get to go and meet with Sorrel, who has been hiding in the desert, watching this go down. And she sees. Are you trying to
Oh no, I just
that
stroll up
manner?
casually this time.
Okay. So she pops out and she's like, "So you made the deal then?"
I mean, he did.
Ah, yes. This I can work with. So you say you want Harper's, yeah?
I
That'd be s-
mean, so he's going to be bringing a team, not his entire army, just a team, to
Hmm.
look for the book in a place where it
Wait a
isn't.
minute. You said that he did what spell? What effect on me?
Gias.
Gias?
Like Code Gias.
Or like Code Gas, am I right? Woo? No, don't.
It's technically a 1 minute cast time, but
The
for
hand
dramatic
can
effect,
eschew
the
such
hand can
use.
do
That
whatever.
the thing I get a wisdom save on?
Not from the hand of
Not if you.
Vecna.
I'm pretty sure you have to willingly fail in order for the agreement to go through.
He would probably interpret you resisting it as, again, hostile.
Bastard.
So he'll be inside our borders in 3 days. It will probably take him a while longer than that to search.
Hmm.
Oh, wait a minute.
But I will not have the backing of my entire team, more than likely. So, if you're going to be supporting this, it had better be substantial enough that you're not counting on all of us showing up.
Hmm.
And from
I-
the look of him, he's not going to be a pushover. So it's a question of how many of your lives are you willing to risk?
I've still got some sorrels that I could probably spare. Uh, Let me see who from the old crew I can get together.
Keep me posted.
Oh, and did you bring her into the camp last night, or did you keep her out in the desert away from everybody else?
I'm gonna ask her if she wants to ride back on our ship, but I didn't like bring her into the camp
Okay. Um,
unless she wanted to.
she's
I wouldn't have stopped her.
yeah, she'll. I mean, yeah, I think she'd like to come into the camp, and she'll ride on the ship back to your place while somebody comes to like pick her up, basically. Um,
So everyone, this is Sorrel. Sorrel, this is everyone. We're gonna cut his hand off. Don't worry about it.
Are we? Are we?
We? I don't know. Doc, you're not involved. I didn't sign shit. And
So,
also, I'm not officially part of
question.
your army. I resign.
Oh, so question.
Yes.
To third. He wouldn't know if this somehow gets removed, right?
I don't think he gets notified. No.
That still feels like a little. That feels a little.
Little
I know.
oathbreaky.
It's a
I
thought.
don't know. That's a
A
little
little
oath breaking.
shitty. I know. It's just a thought I had. Because of course Jacques can't keep his fucking word.
Oh my god! If Jacques breaks another goddamn oath, I don't think Aerith is
Fucking
remaining in this army anymore.
No, Jacques will follow through with this. The loophole is not his to exploit.
Yep. And that's perfect.
But
That's
he
perfect.
will state once we're away from Archon and away from everybody to Minx that we do need to get the word out to everybody about this crap, or else we're gonna have a bigger problem on our hand.
Oh yeah, Minx would already be drafting various documents for the commissariat.
Yeah, that's a
Well, and
bad
like,
person, and if they have the ability to bring an army into our realm already, this will not be the last we hear of them. Like, if they're gonna fuck with us,
no.
let's push
So we
them.
have to hope. So we have to hope that we could push the Grozny bit a little bit more to get them off our hands, or find some way um, to turn them towards the Empress and Alvarez.
I could always work out some information that she has the book now.
I don't know. We'll play it by ear and figure things out as we go.
Okay.
For now, let's get the people from Seni and get them away from here.
Okay, so you guys are all headed back to Bateau.
So
Yeah.
To
And I'm gonna give Minx the diplomat's pouch because it's gonna be more than just the commissariat that we need to send this
is
information to.
is Sorrel in the ship with us?
Yeah.
So just kind of look at her and tell everybody else. It's like, hey, from Persistence's memories, this is one of the adventurers who helped Zariel take over Hell.
Really?
are you saying that out loud?
No, mentally to everybody else. It's one of those things where it's like, this seems important. Isabella doesn't particularly care, so do with that as you will. These are Persistence's memories.
I'm immediately gonna do as I will. I thought you said you didn't like demons.
Devils.
Devils.
Devil
I don't.
Okay. Interesting.
insight check.
I'm going to write about this.
You're gonna write about this to who?
King Anton.
Are you
Oh,
insight?
God.
You're insight
Man.
checking on Sorrel.
Yeah. If Isabella sends that message and she says that, insight immediately.
Yeah. I mean, she seems sincere and disliking, like, not particularly liking devils. I mean, to be fair, you don't like devils particularly, and you're working with a lot of devilish forces.
It's fair. It's fair. So did you get here through the same way that the cult did, or do you have another method of coming to our world?
Oh, the Skywatcher dropped me off. He's got this fancy tower thing that like has portals to different dimensions and other timelines. It's really weird.
Wait, is that the moon
He's
station, dude?
no, it's not on the moon. It's in Faerun.
Okay. Fair. How many other places can access our world? Like,
All of them.
All of them?
rhetorical question from anger, frustration.
The problems are never ending because they aren't even from our
We
plane.
just dealt with the Saint and Count Blackwood, and now we have this that we have to deal with.
What
it has
saint?
been largely dealt with. It only needs to be dealt with further if we decide that it insists on our overall goals.
Aren't saints usually good things?
You would be surprised.
He was good looking. That's about the only thing that was good.
We will see. See, how long has it been? It's only been like, what, 2 days or so? So there's no way that a messenger's reached Villicus yet.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, weren't we gonna go like fight a battle over there now?
We're sent. We
There's some
remember
forces
we
in
found the
Primex.
sick. We got the sycophant. We got the sycophant dude, prisoner of war, the sycophant lieutenant. We sent her, or we had her send a messenger to Kaime to tell them to follow the great Dvarsh Jock. And then we were also sending it to Villicus as well, because to basically just we beat the count, we beat the saint. It's just this is the chance now to turn away or leave.
Okay.
Um. So, well, no longer talking to Arkin the Cruel, so we don't need that. Um. Let's see. So you do get back as you return back to Bateau, having concluded your negotiations with the Cult of the Dragon. Your messengers of the sycophants that you sent to Kaimei to try and negotiate with the other survivors there return, and they bring news that basically the forces there spat in their faces. They've taken the opposite conclusion of what the sycophants, as you call them, took, as opposed instead of Jacques being divinely inspired, he is obviously consorting with the forces of hell and is a blight upon the land that must be opposed at all costs.
We can add that to my titles then. Jacques, Viscount of Bateau, Blade of the Silver Flame, Blight upon the Land.
Honestly, I love it.
Are you still
So,
wearing the mask?
Oh yes.
so we have a few minutes, or I guess about a half an hour. Where would you guys? Oh, one more piece of information that arrives. You get a letter via the diplomat's pouch from one of your contacts in Villicus that um,
We had a contact in Villicus?
you did. You had who was it?
The guard
Uh,
people.
you had Captain Megan Picard, who was
Right!
a commander in the city guard,
That's
who
it.
you got some leverage over because our boss found out that she was some part elf, a small part elf. And she basically writes to you in a panic saying that she's fleeing the city because word has reached them of Blackwood and the Saints' Fall, and the city is in absolute chaos um, as people are going house to house, interrogating people, basically like they've set up their own like little witch hunt kind of thing where they're blaming anyone and everyone that they can uh, for this calamity that has befallen them. The city is burning. People are dying in the streets. Everybody's accusing everybody else of heresy. It's a nightmare, and she's getting out, and
Alright,
she's
well,
she's coming to Bateau.
that is, yep, so, cool. So, Jaime is a problem, Villicus is the worst problem. Can't get an army there fast enough.
Let's sink it into the ocean. It'll be fine.
You want me to see if I can to go take care of it?
If you can go take care of it, I'm worried about what you're going to do. What deal will you try to make?
Guys, I found a gang of beholders.
Yeah. So
Jacques going to want to go, mainly
yeah,
to get the contact out, and then uh,
to Villicus specifically.
Villicus can't burn. Right, Villicus can't burn to the ground.
Well, remember you sent your army marching eastward, so it's gonna have to turn around and march back through Bateau and then all the way up to
God, we
Villicus.
Well, I
can't.
think this would just be a mass
Shit.
persuasion check.
Oh,
What?
Just
I
convince the people that this isn't a bad thing. Convince them to be sycophants.
That that's what I'm thinking. Is I would have the talk of like the scouts we caught outside of that were captured outside of Villaplan.
I don't think you're picking up what he's laying down.
That's what walk in and claim divine right.
Yep.
God, there goes
Exactly.
Isabella's words, and there goes Isabella's words ringing in my head. Is God. Yep. Okay.
Who,
I'll,
who said that you would be claiming divine right?
no.
What's wrong? I don't mind this title. I would be honored to accept it for now.
Nash just over here like, yes, we had one character who became a god, but what about second?
What
Second
about
character
second
with divine
deity?
aspirations.
Once
Fair, let me
again,
do it once.
his aspirations
We-
are not and are not going to be divine. He just didn't want
we
to
can
be
split this
this
old man.
shitty version.
So we have a spaceship, right? What if we just drop
With that,
pamphlets on
with
Villicus
that,
until they become
I
communist
it would just add kindling to the flame.
or draconicist? Whatever it is.
You just want to rain fire on them. Then the pamphlets wouldn't reach the ground before they're cinders.
Why would they
Um,
be cinders? They're just gonna convert to the new thing.
okay, I like what you're saying, Nash. I do. We bring we bring the sycophant lieutenant with us.
Yep.
Congrats,
Okay.
you get to be a new saint, Nash.
Does anyone know thaumaturgy? Anyone in our entire army? Not a hard spell.
Shit.
We need level 2 wizards.
Shit, I mean, Cusco, you should know it, right? It easily seems like a bard spell.
I don't think
I mean,
I
literally,
have it on my
Bard?
own. I mean,
we
I could
have an
probably.
entire army. Is there no
Yeah.
level 2 wizards in our entire
There
army?
should be someone capable of knowing thaumaturgy.
He's probably capable of knowing it. He just doesn't know it at the moment.
All right, I'm gonna run away, guys.
Naku
Have
knows
a good night.
thaumaturgy.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Oh, good night.
Do we have anybody third that knows thaumaturgy
I
in our
mean,
force?
you've got plenty of clerics in your
Cool.
army.
We'll pick one of those up. We'll pick up the sycophant and let's just fly straight there right now. I just want to do this.
You you're gonna do an ambassador Kosh.
No clue who that is, but yes.
Okay.
This is gonna cause prob- This could
Yep.
blow up in our faces, but
Absolutely, but our army will not get there in time for the city to
it could.
not burn.
You're right.
We
It
have
could
to
blow
handle
up
it
in our
fast.
faces, but this can go super well. Okay, so then this turns into who else is wanting to go with us, or is it just gonna be our group plus the sycophant lieutenant plus? I gotta remember this lieutenant's name. I hate Kevin. I feel bad. I'll call it.
Here's the thing. I'm not planning on landing the ship until the situation's under control. We're just
I
going to
would
open up the
imagine that we would
hatch.
hover, open the hatch, me and you would stand
Yeah.
there, and we would go, "Stop fucking fighting, you idiots!"
Let's see. What is her name? So Marty is the
Prompt to Harper and its squad.
that was the party name.
I
You're
know.
coming. You're coming. This is going to be interesting. Enjoy the show.
Oh, where did I put her?
We're doing a drive-by. We are not landing. We are picking up the people and flying over.
Not that one. It's not Castle Porto.
Elijah's also going to grab the friends,
Not in
the other generals that are his friends.
Okay.
Which none of them, none of the party, no one knows what Elijah's about to do.
Lieutenant. It's what? Lieutenant Genevieve de la Fosse.
Where are you seeing that?
Alvarez leaders. She was the ranking officer among the 3rd and 5th Villicus arquebusiers.
I think you're gonna have to
yes,
do a
that's
roll
right.
to see if
Julia
that person's
does.
still alive.
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh, okay,
Genevieve.
you converted that one. That's right.
Yeah, this
That's
is
the
the one you
sycophant
converted.
one. The
Okay,
other
let me
one.
move her to the new dawn because
Yeah.
she's no longer an Alvarez leader. So she's gonna get down to here and then put her. Okay, she is now in the new dawn because she is firmly been converted.
Version's that easy, folks.
God, for this though to work and stuff, Well, I'm not going to say that Nash has to go.
Hello, everyone. I am your
That's
new
that's the
god.
thing, is you don't really know what Elijah's planning. Elijah's just like,
Yeah.
we need to go straight there. You're going to be able to talk them down.
Elijah's gonna flip over the
I
camping
have a
tables.
plan.
You're
Okay.
gonna let me in on this plan, or do I have to trust you?
You're going to do most of the talking. Just trust that I'll handle the rest.
Okay.
Fine.
And they're going to be a little bit more convinced of the idea that you could be the right side of this.
All right.
And he's going to like look you dead in the eyes, and you're going to see his eyes like flash a different color, brighter. And he's going to go, by the way, I
Well,
hate you.
one
Just a
eye.
little bit. Yeah, one of his eyes is going to flash brighter, a
By
different
the
color
way,
than
you
yours
hate
do.
me just a little bit.
I hate you just a little bit for what I'm about to have to do for you.
Stan's music starts playing.
Okay. Here. This'll
We'll
do for
call it
what this looks
even
like right now.
then for the mind flayers.
All right. So
Deal.
who all is here? We've got who's here in the thing? We've got Jacques. Oh boy, you're tiny.
Oh boy.
We've got Elijah. You're also
Oh.
tiny.
Yeah.
And we've got the lieutenant, who is now under the new dawn appropriately.
Hopefully Minx for some inspiration for Jacques, because he's going to have to keep talking.
Yeah.
She's
Right.
a cutie.
Minx is here.
I would probably go along with them as well. So
Okay, you're just here for moral support.
I'm also a walking PA system.
That's true.
That is
Okay, so you guys are all in the ship. Is there
Oh,
anybody
this
else
is the
you're bringing
first
along?
time we've seen this in Cinders.
Yeah, I'm just
I
reusing
remember
this
this
because
how it
it's
looked when I
Looks
remember
good.
this
Why
how
not?
Kaime looked when we blew it the fuck up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fly the ship in and get like over the biggest central market square that isn't engulfed, where people can start gathering.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna need to get roll some dice here.
I think
Okay.
this time around, Elisa's gonna stay home, and then Frederick's just gonna accompany along. I don't know why Frederick's coming along, but he's just coming along.
But he is okay.
So I think Elisa wants to go talk with the other folks. She's had enough with devils for the day. She's like,
Everybody is so busy with fighting each other and looting and crucifying people who they think are heretics or might be tainted by foreign blood, or just trying to get out, fighting fires. In the absolute chaos of the city, nobody even notices you landing in the square. It is
Oh,
completely,
we don't land yet.
Like hovering.
yeah. Nobody's really like anybody who looks at the ship is just like that's somebody else's problem
Yeah,
and just
Well,
moves
we're
plus
gonna
on.
change
also
that.
is that we haven't changed it to make it not look like an Alvarez ship, right?
Nope.
No, but I mean, ships aren't like this are not exactly common sights throughout the
Fair.
Empire.
No, so I fly about 60 feet over the square. I walk over,
Uh,
I open the back hatch.
okay,
Co-pilot takes over hovering it. I don't look at the cleric and go, okay. Hit me so they'll hear me.
okay. So the cleric hits you with the thaumaturgy for the booming voice,
Yep.
and I guess I'm assuming Isabella becomes a PA system to project you throughout the city. You can pretty easily cover the whole city since you're just in the middle of it, and it's got like a mile radius baseline.
No.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that'll.
walk. I'm gonna walk over to the end of the ramp, turn around, look at the group, and go. Seriously, sucks. Start like shuck off my cloak, toss it on the floor into there, and like turn around. And as I'm turning around, I take the mask off and I just fall out of the ship.
do a flip.
And then about 30 feet from the ground, I burst the wings open and just yell enough. and I'm just letting every bit of the holy light that I can
Okay.
force out of my soul go along with it.
Okay.
What a twist.
Shoot what happened.
You've gotten people's attention. Those who can't see you directly can see you in their mind's eye, thanks to Isabella projecting this holy vision into their heads of an angel come to save them, or perhaps condemn them for heresy.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to find out.
I'm what you see before the pillar of fire hits Sodom and Gomorrah.
And no, that's kind of where he's going with this. If one more person dies, you all will come here.
Make a persuasion check. And it's gonna be really funny if you roll a 1.
It honestly, I don't know if it's more impressive if I roll
He
a
rolls
one.
over one, and then the entire population just goes, "You can't one more times, we all died."
The entire city looks
Okay.
up and says, "Bet."
Do it. No balls. Do it.
As I blaze with holy fire, though, that's the
Yeah.
funny part.
Every peasant, every person in the entire town pulls out a crossbow.
Um. Okay.
Also, I don't know if we wanted any inspiration on that roll or not, but maybe not. So why do I not have expertise on that? Whatever.
Probably because you don't have expertise in persuasion.
No, it's all deception.
Be
Yep.
careful, man.
Yeah.
I kind of am lying to them, but you know.
I
Yeah.
also just don't need him.
I'm
It
not
would've been
really
really-
gonna kill them all.
Actually,
I mean, really.
not for nothing. It might have been funny for him to roll one on that. Then it would
Citizens,
have been
stop killing each
crashing
other.
to the-
Also, this pen is
If-
blue.
If he goes catatonic and convulses, he stops flying, right? And just crashes to the fucking ground.
Yep.
Just splat.
Um. So a tense quiet descends on the city as the constant background noise of screaming and yelling dies down. Um, People are paused and they're still wary, um, but they have stopped killing each other, if only for a moment. Um, there's still people who are wounded who are yelling for help, and people are kind of they look unsure of what to do. I think this is going to be an impromptu skill challenge. So Elijah's already done persuasion. How are the rest of you helping Elijah calm the city? Besides being a PA system.
I mean, can I do the PA thing as an Arcana check?
Yeah, you could do that.
All right.
What I don't know is if Ming should even be involved in this, considering what they think.
Project me with a
Yeah.
soothing thought.
Yeah, so you're in addition to projecting Jacques with this image of divinity and holiness, as he does present in real life, but even more so in this vision, um, and soothing fears, just subtly manipulating their minds uh, favorably towards him, something which you are well suited to do as a weapon of the mind flayers.
I'd argue wouldn't be an Arcana check though. It'd probably be persuasion or religion, honestly, or deception even.
Well, it's the closest we have to like
Yeah.
being good at psionics. Okay. So people are standing around enraptured by this vision of Elijah. Uh, they are There, you can feel whispers in their minds of, has a saint come to save us?
Yeah, let's give the people what they asked for.
Okay. Uh,
The Saint of Retribution of the New Dawn.
I think Saint of Retribution is good.
Not make it too much of a mouthful.
Yeah, of the New Dawn just is like,
Actually, if it's gonna be something of the New Dawn, how about Saint of Freedom?
So flowery, but you know what? You're the commander. Sure.
Have we been doing a lot of freedom nowadays?
are
Mm, Jock
you
has. Jock has.
are
He
you
can call
really
me
the
what
Saint of Freedom?
he can call me whatever he wants
You
to.
can be the Saint of
If we want to
Retribution
start
works
our
as well.
sanctum with a lie, I mean, it
I mean, the
rocks.
Saint of
I mean,
Retribution works as well. Um. Okay. Trying to think of what skill I would use because we already did persuasion, so I have religion, insight, history.
I mean, you could certainly be feeding Elijah things from your knowledge of Alvarez religion. That would be one option.
Compassion. That'd be a better saint.
Compassion,
Saint of
Saint of
compassion.
Compassion.
that is good.
I like
it's a
that.
good thing
I'd
you're
Yeah.
not
rather
here.
idiocy.
Yeah, the Saint
Hey,
of
I'll take.
Compassion because then that just gets me holding the mental middle finger to Elijah, going, "I got one more on you, you ass."
Hey, yep.
That's
Honestly, that's
because
funny.
we're this whole bit you showing yourself we're even for the mind players. This bit Saint of Compassion, that's for shooting my
That's
kid.
Lev's suggestion, not Isabella's.
That's for shooting my kid, Dick.
That's so funny. So you tell me you like have Isabella tell me to call myself that, and I
Yes,
do, and I'm
the
just
Saint of Compassion, and just in his mind he goes, "Fuck you, Jacques."
yup.
Eat shit and die, Elijah.
Yep. Just I am the saint of
Shouldn't have,
compassion.
shouldn't have shot my daughter.
In reality, he was the saint of deception. Oh,
Oh
but I
boy.
guess that's true, actually.
I mean, he's
I
kind
mean,
of the saint of self-service, but you know.
it could
Think
it could
through
be like,
this. If
The thing is, you're not
anyone
even a saint right now, so I think being the saint of
to
deception is
add
good.
to this while he's like doing his bit of um his holy light, Jacques will also have like blazing beacon on to like, but it's gonna be the soft glow and like the flickers of the silver flame around him.
okay. Um, right, I remember what I was gonna say. It would kind of be like the prophets situation from Halo, where all the prophets embody the opposite of what their names are. Because
Exactly.
the prophet of truth always lies. The prophet of regret never regrets anything.
I'm not gonna
Uh,
lie, that was kind of what I was thinking when I named the saints originally, but I didn't express it. So,
yeah,
The
that
Saint of
kind of
Awe, the most boring bastard ever.
in my mind, the
there's just
Saint of Awe was like the silent assassin one, but I gave the names and promptly forgot to give Thur anything else about them. So,
yeah.
Good job.
Well, I mean, he was the one who was least in awe of the Empress,
yeah, that's
so
fair.
That's fair.
it kind of works that way.
Well, over like a few centuries,
Because I mean,
maybe he opened up a little bit
he
more.
might have been the only saint that knew the truth. There's no telling when the other saints came around. So anyway,
Um, yeah. So, Jacques, what are you rolling to help?
um, I will do. Guess I'll do. This is a bit persuasion from him, and then a bit of deception as well, since we are going to be
Yeah.
somewhat bullshitting this. God, I hope this is a high roll. There we go. So I'm gonna feed him every bit of what I learned growing up with the saint about the saints and all of that to him.
All
And
right.
he's feeling like I know Elijah's probably grown up in the Empire too and has had probably the same teachings of the religion as Jacques has, and Jacques gonna fill in every little blank.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's 3 successes. And two of them way over 20. Um, so people start making their way to the square um, and prostrating themselves before Elijah, the new saint of compassion, uh, worshiping him as a god. Um,
Ugh.
Nash
Isn't
is
that what I
just
made
like
this character for?
Nash is just like I'm addicted to this feeling.
No, here's the thing. This is exactly what I didn't want, and Thor's forced me into it.
I mean,
Oh
This
man,
is what
I can't believe
happens
this
when you
happened after
tell
drinking the
that
blood of the
dude.
god man.
This is
Who
what
would
happens when
have
you
known
told
that
that
you
dude
are
to
what
go
you
fuck
eat?
himself.
If only someone had warned me.
You tell the deity to go fuck himself, and he said we're gonna learn this shit the hard way.
I feel like it was reasonably well telegraphed.
It
I
was.
agree
It was
with you.
It was. I'm just bad at math.
I agree. The risk was calculated, but boy, am I bad at math.
Saint of bad
Um,
math.
You
as
know,
they're
So,
like
I
prostrating, I will land the ship.
uh,
I'm not jumping
okay.
60 feet
if only we had fly. That'd be such a
Well,
cool
Philip,
landing.
unless Frederick wants to give us fly.
Frederick can't cast shit.
Exactly, land the ship at least
Uh,
to a height where I can jump down without getting hurt.
yeah, they can get you down pretty low, but the square is
Yeah,
pretty packed.
so I
They
will.
actually they'll drop you off on a nearby roof
That works.
because the people have filed in um, and are they're crying out for
Do you
salvation.
do you wish to keep talking, Saint of Compassion, or do you need me to take over?
You take it from here, my friend. And I'm gonna I'm gonna fly up and be like hovering directly above you, so it almost looks like from their vantage point, it almost looks like the wings are coming out of your back. They can just barely see me back there.
Just Titanicing him?
Yep.
Pretty much. Citizens of Villicus, I understand you have had a lot of information come to you recently. I will confirm what some may have only seen as rumors. Count Blackwood is dead, as is the Saint of Awe. What this means for you all, as you can see, is something you took into your own hands. How strange and how remorseful that such a quick moment can have you all turn against each other. For something as simple as the blood that runs through one's veins. You all have spent years and your lives around each other, and now you decide to throw this all away over something trivial. I understand there is a crossroads. The world is changing. But I offer to you that this change is good. The shackles of the Empire are now cast off of us. The region of Montalban is free to make our choices. I understand allegiances to the Empire is long running. It runs deep. And I ask for you to search yourselves and search your hearts. For if that is something you wish to continue, Count Blackwood would throw you all away. He threw everything away and everyone around him away for a taste at power. For he tried to usurp the saint's power himself to achieve victory and power and control. And that control is now away from you all. I ask that we put down our weapons, we put away this anger, we assist each other in these dark and trying times ahead of us, and that we move forward towards that new dawn. Together. I reach this out to you now with motion back to Elijah with compassion. Follow us. Follow me, please. Allow us to help. Allow us to heal. And we can come stronger as one.
Uh, the crowd erupts into cheers. They're shouting, "We're saved! All hail the Saint of Compassion! All hail the new dawn!" Um, yes, there's much rejoicing. Uh, there, everyone is in tears for the destruction that has been wrought, uh, and with newfound hope for the future, that you will um, lead them and rule them.
Take that, Kaime. Fucking blight
Yeah.
upon the land, my ass.
um, so I think we're about done for tonight, but as you're having this triumphant moment in Villicus, your victory is for the most part complete within Montalban. You've secured um, the two largest cities, the two basically centers of the county. You have an army to enforce your will. You have your companions to advise you and run and administrate. And the Empire, despite its best efforts, seems unable to stop you in any meaningful way. Uh, the your star is on the rise. The sun is rising. It's a new dawn. Um, but in a small tavern
God damn it.
in Bateau,
God damn it.
Oh
there's
no.
a small furtive meeting between some previously un uh, unremarkable citizens. One of the town guards, who was only a day away from retirement before
Oh no.
all of this happened. A young student of magic uh, who had was visiting from university and was trapped in the city. A uh, scoundrel from the underground whose business has been cut apart by the chaos of the city, and a former deacon of one of the now defunct temples of the Empress meet together in a tavern, and together they form a party.
How ominous.
What?
I'm
We have an
tr-
antithesis D&D party?
My
I'm trying
God,
to
the
think of a
anti-new
world
dawn, the
in
new
which a city
evening.
managed by Minsk and originally Persistence would allow that to happen and not have secret police. All right, have fun.
There's a lot of chaos going on.
True.
Yeah.
The
And
shadows
it
are
all
stretched
because
thin.
shadows are stretched thin. A lot of stuff has been disrupted by the mind flayers and by the Count's attack and by the Saint being like,
The thing is, Persistence is dead as shit.
Yeah, I know.
And Mix, the
yeah,
most
yeah,
he's done is made a citizens newspaper.
Well, that you know of.
I mean, you
Okay,
have
well, the secret police hasn't been able to clamp this down yet.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
cool. So an antithesis party, the old evening.
I'm sure after this situation, we'll have a great secret police, but right now we don't have
The
much of anything.
bastards.
I mean, yep.
I mean, realistically, if you're going to
That's what we
breakneck
thought our
pace
only
in terms
problems
of
was
like,
the god and the cult of the dragon. Now it's the regular Joes. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, you rise up, and then you start to face new problems, right?
all Bart Mall Cop is coming to get us.
The city the city is under attack. It's been taken over by the forces of evil.
The enemy within.
There's they're summoning devils. They're sacrificing people to dark gods. Uh, they're breeding heresy and sedition and treason to the rightful ruler of the land. Uh, they are, I mean, you guys are, from a certain perspective, big bad evil guys.
Yeah, especially Jacques.
Man, with that last speech, I think Jock is a part of the Democratic Party. He wrote Kamala's defeat speech.
Thanks. That means a lot. Cool.
You are the stars in the sky.
I think
Sorry.
it was a very good speech.
I'm sure it was more inspiring with
With-
a literal saint to prep it up.
Literally, when Elijah gets back on the ship, the second the door closes, he just starts cursing, puts the wings away, and like, I feel dirty.
It kind of reminds me of the earlier.
So how long were you going to keep that a secret from us, Elijah? What
Until
exactly
I
the
die.
hell has happened to you?
I
Oh,
was
did
going to
Rack
keep it a
misfetch?
secret. No,
What?
none of you
I
have
was
seen
there.
that.
Jacques hasn't seen this.
Somehow
Yeah,
I
in
was
I
here,
knew
here,
had.
about
nobody's
it,
seen it.
so.
Yeah, all of you knew through metagaming.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I know
I
that
was here at the
Jacques and
last
Isabella are
session.
surprised. I'm like, why is Rack surprised?
No.
He's just acting well.
It's just
No, Elijah's like, either until I died or until I cured myself. Whichever came first.
you yourself. What the hell has happened to you?
Mental Gen,
Okay, have I told you about the dreams?
it is 10.
No. What dreams?
I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Do we want to have this
Sweet
conversation
dreams.
next week?
No.
Yeah. Oh no. You want it
No.
now?
How now, children?
I'm enjoying this too much. I can stay up to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. A few more minutes. Go.
Well, have I told you about the dreams?
No. What dreams?
Okay, so the Empress is getting her powers from an old man.
Right. We saw this in an old man. Wait. Was this in the play?
I slept through that part.
You.
Honestly, I don't remember.
It was a battle. You slept through it. You sleep through our fights a lot when you're up on a ceiling.
Why do you think I normally sleep on ceilings? It's peaceful. So the Empress is getting her power from an old man who I meet in my dreams after I drink too much. Drank too much. I can't drink anymore. That's also annoying.
Can't drink and
No.
okay.
So all
Have
of
been
this
keeping this from us. Why?
it wasn't part of your mission? But yeah, apparently all the saints, all the ascended, the Empress, are all getting their power from him. And apparently he's very interested in the Empress succeeding in whatever she's doing and wants me to help. Preferably as their new
So are
saint
you
of
tied
what
to
is the
him?
name?
Is he able to spy on us now because of you in this form?
They're always spying on us. Not in this form that I know of. My soul is kind of weird now.
I wouldn't know. I can't see it.
Yeah, there's some corruption or something going on there. Probably gonna need to talk to Aerith about that. But no, he doesn't really need to spy on us through me. He just kind of knows shit. Like everything we've ever done since the day we started. Levels of knows shit.
The Emperor's just a pawn in this. Is this actually the threat? Is this behind this time cancer shit we saw at the station?
No, I think he's trying to fix the time cancer in his own fucked up way. By, unwriting everything.
So everything else is
yes.
minuscule now in terms of this person being involved.
Well, no. The Empress is still his, hands. Cut off the hands and I mean, what else happens?
Then what about you?
Well, I have
You're not one of his hands? You wouldn't
no.
be one of his hands after the Empress is gone?
Oh, hell no. I have contingencies in place to cut my own throat if that happens. I don't serve anyone ever again.
Good.
I made that clear to him. He's pissed. And he did this to me. I can't drink blood. I can't walk on the fucking ceiling. And I'm so uncomfortable in my new skin. But
You
no,
look
I
like
won't be.
you look like persistence
I
in a
know.
way.
I know.
Well, I guess one thing at a time then. For
Yeah.
now, Saint of Compassion, you have an act to keep up.
Only in public. This
Of
is
course.
exhausting.
No. It's all good. Just no. We're now even. All right. The mind flayers, you shooting my daughter, all even. Bygones. Let's get back
Good
to
to know.
Bateau.
Let's go home. I need a nap. Unfortunately, in a bed.
Right there, we're good.
Yep.
There you go.
It's a good thing to end on, yeah.